Yo, yo, what's up, people? How y'all doing today? I decided to go live today. You know, we're gonna start off the week right. Gotta remind you guys what's going on this week. The Fed Reserve is having a meeting this week. Um, they'll be doing the interest rate hikes, which will be very vital to the economy. So I just decided to come on and basically go over that. And if anybody had anything they want to talk about, what's up, sis? Yeah, I waited till you went off before I went on, just out of respect, bro. Real talk. I'm gonna come up and just talk about this real quick, before football come on. And basically, it's a important event going on this week with the Federal Reserve. They're gonna be raising interest rates, and that will directly affect the economy, the markets, and Bitcoin, the stock market, and everything of that nature. So, I just want to get this information out before it happens so people could be paying attention. And yeah, that's what we're gonna be doing right now. So I'm gonna give it play my little intro, get everybody, in here and see how many people pull up. Then we gonna get right into it and get off of here so we can watch football. All right, let's get it.
I believe in money, power, and respect. First you get the money, then you get the motherfucking power. After you get the fucking power, motherfuckers rule with respect. Money, power, respect. What you need in life. Money, power, respect. Eating right. Money, power, respect. Money, power, respect. Money,
Hey, yo,
power,
my whole
respect.
clique bout it. We take yours while you pout about it.
The last one left, let my cash invest in stock. Came a long way from blasting, texts on blocks. Went from Seiko to Rolex, owning acres. From the projects with no chips to large cake though.
You wanna know what's more important than throwing away money at a strip club? Credit. You ever wonder why Jewish people own all the property in America? That's how they did it. Financial freedom, my only hope. Fuck living rich and dying broke. I bought some artwork for 1 million. 2 years later, that shit worth 2 million. Few years later, that shit worth 8 million. I can't wait to get this shit to my children. Y'all think it's bougie, I'm like, it's fine, but I'm trying to give you $1 million worth of game for $9.99. I turn a 2 to a 4, 4 to a 8.
Bought a little polka dot, bought a little V-chain, bought a little Say Moon, house got safe room, party out of Cancun, fucking with the Coinbase Pro, got Zcash, fucking with the Robinhood out, got a free bag, and I'm on the blockchain, burning on blockchain, down the shit some octane, chillin' at the house game, then I hit the trap spot, just to get some bags off, 20K in the loan, down there, mad off, all coins in the red, I'ma get them half off, a young nigga, hit a lick, selling piece half off, I'ma go to Mars on niggas, I'ma blast off, I'ma hit Finney in the mall, I'ma cash out.
Rich ass nigga probably got Bitcoin. Scary ass nigga better wait they turn. Grandma on dime, I love me. You better think to it for your life get burned. Pour more, I got the end. Cause she control, happy beginning. Yeah, I win it. No, I ain't finished. She wanna jeopardize my whole way of living.
Yeah. Salute says, man, I see you good looking, man. Says help. I told y'all. Says help me out. Told me what to do to get that edit right there. He showed me how to get it done. Salute to Says for that. Yeah, so we gonna talk about what's going on in the markets right now. I gotta get y'all this article right here, because this is very important. I think it's December 14th. They're gonna be talking about it, and we need to make sure we paying attention to what's going on, right? Because if we don't, we gonna be left out. Like I said, everybody, we always want to, have fun and stuff. This is how they get these things behind our back, and we don't know until it's too late, right? So on the screen right here, we talking about the Federal Reserve. They have a December meeting, right? The meeting is going to tell. We're gonna skim through this article real quick, right? That's the Jerome Powell dude, the one in charge of the money. It say the markets expect the U.S. Federal Reserve to raise rates 0.5 percentage points. That means 50 basis points. All right. And it's Wednesday meeting, December 14th at 2 p.m. All right. So anybody that wants to be in the market, we want to pay attention to what's going on at 2 p.m. on December 14th. Right. He's going to either raise it 0.5 or higher. Right. If he raises it 0.5, that'll be good for the markets. Even though it's a raise, they've been raising it at 0.75. So we want to pay very close attention to this at 2 p.m. I'm going to be watching it. All right. So, and then if you miss it, trust me, I'm going to come on and talk about it. All right. The Fed stresses its commitment to fight inflation. All right. I've been noticing the prices starting to come down. I don't know if you guys been shopping, but I went to the gas pump the other day. I saw $3.20. I said, here we go. Let's get it. So when they see that inflation starts to come down, instead of raising the rates, they will go to cut rates. First, they might pause, right? A pause. That means they don't do anything. They just see the work that they've done. Basically, all these interest rate hikes, they want to see the effect on the economy. They might pause it first. Then after that, they will start to cut the rates. By the time they start cutting rates, all of these equities in the markets and Bitcoin and things of that nature will already be to start to win up, right? So we want to just keep dollar cost averaging little bit by little bit. Every week, and you will see, basically you will see the rewards from you doing this, right? And in time where people are scared to invest, everybody thinks the world is going to end. Just trust me, we in the last ending stage. We had a whole year of this madness, right? Throughout the whole year, I just been adding more, and I'm waiting for this news to come, which it will. All right. And then after the December meeting, they won't have another one until February. So if he comes with good news in this December meeting, we got a whole month and a half before they start talking again. Right. So we have a pause for Christmas and New Year's and all that stuff. But each day the market will move, especially Bitcoin. Bitcoin don't never stop. So, yeah, Sid say hit the like button. I appreciate you, brother. All right. So that's what's going on December 14th. I need you guys to pay attention to that, right? And what I want you to do, I want you to watch the meeting and then watch the market. And you'll see the coalition to what this dude is talking about and how the market reacts. And you want to start paying attention to this stuff because it's not for you, it's for your kids, right? These are the things that they leave us out of, what we don't understand nothing about. We don't have any clue. And you have to start somewhere. You didn't just get on your bike and start riding real fast down a hill, right? You had to get on your bike and fall off and scrape your knees and then get back on and fall off again. And then you got comfortable with it until you start rolling down the hill with no brakes. That's crazy, suicidal, but you felt comfortable enough to do that. We don't like the markets and stuff. We don't understand it, but we say, it's risky. But yet and still we'll get in our car every day and drive somewhere, even though that's a risk. But we understand the risk and we're capable of taking a risk because we've been, taught to drive cars. Same thing with the markets. If you're not paying attention, it will miss you. Your opportunity will be missed. All right. So after we talk about that, I'm going to talk about this guy right here, Robert Kiyosaki. He is a big time investor. Okay. And this guy has one of the best selling books in the world called Rich Dad, Poor Dad. And I'm sure you guys might have heard of it. If not, I think that's a good book to look up. He was talking about he had two different sets of parents, his rich dad and his poor dad, right? And the rich dad was the businessman, the investor, the things like that. His poor dad was a worker, a regular Joe. But he can see the difference in between the two of them and what they did. And that's how he became a wealthy millionaire, And what he's saying is, Robert Kiyosaki expects Bitcoin investors to get richer when Fed pivots and prints trillions of dollars. So, all right, we're going to read this article, but I understand it right from the headline, what he's trying to say. He's saying when the Fed pivots in order to stop what they're doing, they're going to end up turning that money printer back on. basically like stimulating the economy again. And that's like almost like fake money. If you understand how money is made, the more they print the money, that's why when you save your money, you lose value by saving it. So the big wigs, the big investors, the big people with a lot of money, they invest their money. They don't just let their money sit around and talk about they saving it, because that it loses its value every year based off inflation, right? The way the dollar is made, inflation is supposed to be around 2% every year. Right now, we at like 8%. That's why everybody's panicking and shit. But then once they get that number back down low enough, then the Federal Reserve will start turning the money printer on. That probably won't be until the middle of 2023 towards the end. So let's see what he say. Robert Kiyosaki, author of Rich Dad Poor Dad, what I was just telling you, predicted that Bitcoin owners will get rich while fake money savers. You see what he's saying right there? Fake money savers, people that just save dollars, they lose value. They don't even realize it. They think they doing something by saving money, which you are in the short term, but over the long term, you lose value. Just like if you see the price of cars and things like that, everything's going up. The price of houses and going up. So by you saving your money, you doing yourself a disservice. You should invest. You're not saying don't save. You want to have money for a rainy day. You know, $2,000, $3,000, $5,000 sitting around. That's cool. But anything more than that, you're causing yourself a disservice. You need to be investing that money into business ideas, equities. When I say equities, that just means stocks. When I say things like that's what I'm talking about. All right. You want to invest into businesses, property. You know, do something with your money. Don't just let it sit there and lose its value over time. That's what's happening. It say they just talking about, it say his tweet, right? Those that hold gold, silver, and Bitcoin will get rich when the Federal Reserve, Treasury, and Wall Street pivot and print trillions of dollars. The biggest losers will be the counterfeit money savers, he stressed. So counterfeit money is basically the dollars, what he's trying to say. All right. The pensions will be Lehman. What are you going to do? Will you get rich or poor? People who own gold, silver, Bitcoin will get rich when the Fed, Treasury, Wall Street pivot and print trillions of fake dollars. Right. Fake money savers will be biggest loser. Don't be a loser. These are the things we ain't paying attention to because they don't want to put this in our face. You have to actually go look for this type of stuff. And this is what I'm looking. You know, I'm looking towards this stuff because I want to be wealthy. I want my kids to be straight. You know, I want my lineage to be okay with when it comes to finances and stuff. The biggest expense in your life is going to be your mortgage or your rent. You know, that's the biggest expense because that's what you need the most. Shelter. That's the biggest expense. Right? Let's take all your money that you earn and it goes towards that. I say he's warned several occasions that the U.S. pension crisis is much worse than we thought. In 2020, he co-authored a book entitled Who Stole My Pension? All right. Basically, he's talking about when them keep printing money. So he's telling you to invest in stable assets like gold, silver, and Bitcoin is digital gold. I keep trying to say this, right? Nobody want to listen, but you're going to be mad in the future. When the price start going up. So basically we could go right here to let me see if this shit's still screen. Yeah, what's up, Miss Lonnie? Appreciate you for pulling up. Those stimulus packages are coming. Yep. She says, I'm glad you talked about having a little savings. I agree. Right. You always want to have rainy day money. Like if I get in my car right now and drive down the street and my tire blow out, I didn't expect that to happen. But if I don't have any money and all my money is invested, then I'm in short trouble. Right. That's why Biz preach dollar cost average. I take a little bit of money out my overall income and I allocate it towards investment. The rest I, pay bills and make sure my kids straight, make sure I got a little cushion. Cause if my car get a flat tire, I need to fix that, right? If I blow a head gasket on my car, I need to make sure I got money to fix that, right? I got a house. So if my hot water heater tank blow or something like that, I got to have money laying around to fix that, right? But any excess money is not good to just have laying around. If you got $100,000 just sitting in the bank and you just talking about saving it, right? Watch what that $100,000 do in 3 years from now when the price of everything going up. You're going to look, you're going to be like, damn, It's just like what I could show you some. I should have pulled that up before I came online so I could already have it ready. Like in 1950, they had properties, houses for $7,000. $7,500 could buy you a whole house, right? In the 50s. Just think about that. The price is anywhere is $300,000 right now. So if you would have had your 7,500 holding on to it back in the day, right now that's worth totally less. McDonald's is proof. Hamburgers used to be 25 cents. Over time, now hamburgers $5. You go there, you can't buy a value meal $10 because your money loses its value just by sitting there because of inflation, right? That's how the money system works. So we need to understand you want to have some savings, but you want to have some investments that go up with the economy, right? That's rising with the inflation. You want something like that. Assets over liabilities, right? You want to don't buy so many cars and jewelry and shit like that. Well, certain jewelry is okay, like because it goes up with inflation, but you want to make sure you're doing research on what you're buying because over time, shit starts going up and up and up. And now your money that you thought you had is not worth a fuck, right? Like if your great-great-granddaddy had $10,000 telling you, oh, this is for your house, we going to look at him nowadays and laugh. Like, bro, that $10,000, you can't buy no house with that no more. But back in those times, you could. You could have a big house with that. Now, if you would have bought a house with your money instead of saving it, he would have bought that property for you. Now your value goes up with the economy as the economy goes up. And it also goes down as the economy goes down. But that's when you want to start buying shit. Like right now, when everything's crashing, Biz is buying. I'm showing you on the screen right here, right? This thing's telling you, this is my brokerage account. I always come on and I had to tap into my savings, so I'm rebuilding. That's fine. You know, you want to live. Like I said, you got to live, but you also want to invest at the same time. Yep, bread was 75 cents. Now you looking, it's crazy high. That's why I talk about saving too much money, right? If you listen to the big wigs, they say, if I got too much money laying around, that's a problem, right? I need to find something to invest in, whether it be property, real estate, whatever, just land with nothing on it. Just buy, invest into an asset. Don't just let your money sit. Like too much money, too much of anything is bad. Right. So if you got too much money laying around, you're losing value every day, especially in these times when they was printing all this money. And you can see that they just donating money over here, 50 trillion, 5 billion over here, 25 million over here. You like, damn, where they getting all this money from? Because this dude just printing money whenever he feel like he turn the money printer on. And that dilutes the liquor. If you got a cup of liquor and you just pour water in it, it's no longer strong as it used to be, That's what's going on. That's how when you start learning how money is created, then you understand how to build wealth, right? We need to have businesses. We need to have things like that so we could have tax write-offs, right? That's what the goal is. So when we looking at my brokerage account, what I've been doing, right, the whole time, I'm down $10,600, right? I don't care about this money because I'm just putting it in here slowly, right? I invest this ain't just happened overnight, right? This has been a cause effect of the whole year. My biggest position in my brokerage is called this company called CleanSpark. They make Bitcoin. I don't encourage anybody to go buy this. I encourage you to look into it, but I don't encourage you to go buy it because I have a risk tolerance that's different than everybody else, right? If you want to buy things like Apple, your cornerstones of the world, Amazon, I see Amazon factories going up everywhere, but the price of the stock is going down, right? Those are times where you take advantage of. You buy a little bit at a time. You don't just put all your money in. This right here was an accumulation of about a year and a half now that I've just been buying, right? If you came in here last time, you saw I had 3,500. Now I have 3,700. I just continuously buy. The price is going down. My average price, you remember, it was around $6. Now I keep buying at these lower levels when the price drops. Now my average price is $4.80. The price of the company today, if you want to buy, is $2. I'm looking at this shit like, what the fuck? $2. So I ain't scared. right? I buy more. The reason why I'm down so much money is because I have so much ownership. Just imagine when the economy reverses and this shit start going back up, how much money I'll be up, right? Because I saw this company before at $30, $35, and I'm looking at it today at $2, and I'm like, wow, what's going on? So when I see something like that, all I do, right, I go here and I check the news. What's going on with the company? The hell with the overall economics, because the outside world is under a lot of pressure from what's going on in the world, right? So it's not necessarily the company that I pick or that I choose to invest in that's bad. It's the overall economy doing this shit, because everything is down. Apple, Amazon, Tesla, everything. What's another one? Microsoft. All of these major companies are all coming down, right? They all blasted off when they start printing that money. That goes back to that what Robert Kiyosaki say. When they start printing the money, these assets are going to rise in value. Because why? Because they see, they diluting our money supply. We need something more tangible, something more strong that could hold value, right? So when I look and I see that, damn, this company down, I gotta reassure myself that what's up, Miss Nene? I appreciate you pulling up. I got to see that what's going on with the actual business that I'm doing. So again, this company that I invest in is called CleanSpark. They are mining Bitcoin. They make Bitcoin, right? It say, read this right here. The company meets year-end hash rate guidance. This is why I continuously buy, because my company that I'm investing in is doing nothing but growing while the price is going down, right? That sounds like a recipe for me to win in the end. Because if they're growing, only thing could crush me right now. That's why I say you guys got your own ideas, right? Everybody has an idea, right? My idea is I believe it strongly in Bitcoin in the future. That might not be your idea, right? You might understand Amazon is taking them all out of business. People not going out shopping. You want to invest in Amazon. Invest in Amazon. You think Apple is going to be the next best thing with all the iPhones being sold and all these products they coming out. I heard they coming with an Apple electric car and all of this shit. You believe in Apple? Invest in Apple, right? I believe in Bitcoin. So I'm investing in this company. This thing say they up over 320% from this same time last year, right? They're growing their exahash 5.5. So I'm looking at this like, hold on. So the company is getting bigger, but the price keep going down. What's up with that? That's an opportunity in my book, right? I get more and more for cheaper price. So I just continuously buy more, because it's not saying they're going out of business. It's the articles, the news coming from this company is telling me that they're growing, right? So I can't, if fucking Apple was going down, everything is going to go down, right? If Amazon is going down, that means everything is going to go down, right? It's not just me and, I picked a bad idea. No, you need to stay focused on what you're investing in, and then you'll see what's going on with that particular company, right? So when we see this type of thing, we like, okay, they're growing, right? Then I saw another one here. Let me see. Right here, I'm going to go down. I'm going to show you this one thing right here, right? CleanSpark earns top spot on whatever this thing is, 2022 technology fast 500 list. So this is the fastest growing 500 companies, right? It's telling me where we at. We on the number 13 spot. Today it announced it was named to the number 13 spot on Dale or whatever 2022 technology fast 500 list. So out of 500 companies, we number 13 in the fastest growing. The award recognizes the top 500 fast and growing and innovative companies in North America. See that? Revenue growth from fiscal years 2018 to 2021 determine the rankings. We number 13 on this list. I'm in my head, I'm like, only a matter of time, right? It's only a matter of time before this shit really starts to take off. Watch when Bitcoin price reverse. So right now, Bitcoin's sitting at 17,000, right? What happens when it go back up to 40,000? Where this company gonna be at? That's what my brain keep telling me, right? That's why I keep buying, even though I see this red, right? I see this red, people get fucking scared. They like, your shit crashing. I'm like, no, it ain't crashing. The economy is fucked up. But in the end, I got 33,700 shares of this company. What happened when it's at $20? Everybody got a calculator. The amount of shares I got that means the amount of money it goes up every dollar. So now that it's down, as you can see right here, $2.14 is the average price. The price I bought is $2.81, but the price of it now is $2.14. So I'm down around $2 and some change. I got 3,700. So if you times that by 2, that gives you this, and 2 and some change. That'll give you this negative that you see right here. Plus, I got this little other Shiba Inu coin. That's just a hype dream, right? I just put a little, I put like $2,000 in there. I'm down a little bit on it, but I ain't tripping off that. That was just a piece right there that I just put just in case, right? If this shit ever hit a penny, I'll be a millionaire off of that. So I'm going to just leave that there. Whether it go up or down, I don't care. But this one right here, I believe in Bitcoin, right? That's why you see me investing in this. They have multiple mining companies in the industry, but I choose CleanSpark because I like their business idea, right? I like the way they use their Bitcoin. They mine the Bitcoin, they take the Bitcoin they mine, they sell it, and then they use it to buy more facilities and shit like that, right? They spent $40 million the other day buying a whole fucking warehouse. I'm looking at this shit like, bruh, if they was going out of business, they wouldn't be spending $40 million on a fucking factory. But yet still, I see the stock price keep coming down. So in my brain, right, my brain is wired to think, oh my God, this is an opportunity. Right, I take advantage of the opportunity in the downtime. You don't want to wait until this bitch going up to $10, $11, $12 and then you start buying this shit, right? By that time, it's time to do what? Start selling this shit, because now you done made a profit, right? So what's up? Hey, what's up, KB? Pulled up in this thing. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you, sir. Appreciate MG707 in here. And hey, look, chat. Do I got any moderators in here? We ain't talking about none of that shit over here. We talking about official shit, right? We trying to grow wealth in here, right? Don't be bringing that shit up in here. Just please respect me to do that. Don't be talking and doing all that shit, making the man leave and all that, making anybody uncomfortable in here. We try and learn. So in the downtime, we want to make sure that we have our money allocated in certain positions, so that way when the market start taking off, we already on the roller coaster, right? I don't want to be chasing this shit on the way up, right? I want to be making sure that I'm making myself right now ready for when this shit start going back up, right? So every week when I get paid, I just put a little bit to the side, right? I put a little bit to the side. Why? Because I'm looking at the news and I'm saying, hey, this thing might reverse. So on December 14th, I need everybody to pay attention at 2 p.m. This dude, Jerome Powell, he's going to come out and announce the interest rate hikes. Then I want you to watch the market react to the news, right? You're going to see, I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. You're going to be like, wow. When the day starts, the market's going to go up. It's going to go up. Why? Because they're anticipating his news. Then when he announces news, you're going to get the real reaction, right? So if anybody want to buy anything, you want to wait until after this motherfucker say what he going to say. Because once he say what he going to say he raise it 0.75, that's bad, right? The market going to go down. But in my brain, that's good because I could get more of my favorite company for cheaper, right? So I got my money on the sideline right now waiting just in case he say some bad news and the market drop, I buy more. If he say good news, I'm going to just let it go, right? Because why? I've been buying. So if he fucking comes out and raises the interest rates 0.5, that's good news to the market because he's been raising it at 0.75 the whole year. So when they see him come down, that's going to be, so you're going to see all the companies turn green on December 14th, early in the morning. I'm telling you right now, right? They all going to start turning green in anticipation of his announcement, right? Then at 2 p.m., Jerome Powell, the dude that's in charge of America's money, right? The money supply, he's going to come out and say, we're going to raise the interest rates by 0.5. I'm thinking he's going to say 0.5, right? But if he says lower, then the market's going to skyrocket, right? If he says higher, the market's going to go back down. But that doesn't mean Amazon is any less of a company, right? So just because you see Amazon going down, it doesn't mean that Amazon is doing bad, right? It means that the overall economy is fucked up right now at this time. But we have to think about the future, right? We want to think about our future generations and what's going on in the future. Where would the economy be at in 5 years? So this is not a get rich quick scam. You know, that's why I can sit here down $10,000 and I'm not mad and I'm not upset because I didn't put all this money at one time, right? I got about 20,000 invested, right? Because I also have some crypto tokens on my crypto platform, but I didn't put it all at one time. It's like $200, $100, $200, $50. Like some weeks I might have, my bills might be high. Nobody told you not to pay your bills, but I'm telling you to cut back. Like this year I only bought like 2 pair of Jordans. Instead of buying every time Jordan come out, I buy like 2 pair, right? And that other money that I would have spent on Jordans is the money I'm putting into my investments, right? You have to have some investments to grow with the world. Not only, like I said, not only stocks, you want to make sure you know, when you start a business, you want to have business investments. You need money to start a business, right? That's an investment. If you start a landscaping company, you need to buy the lawnmowers. You got to have fucking weed eaters and leaf blowers and stuff. You're investing your money into a business. That's good. You don't want all your money just sitting around not doing anything. Your money needs to be working for you. Invest in the property, right? Right now, I wouldn't suggest anybody to invest in property. I'll wait till you see a downturn. Why? It's the same with stocks. You don't want to invest on the way up. You want to catch it on the way down. That way, when it goes back up again, you already on the train. You don't have to chase, right? Once we already been chasing, my property went up like 90 grand in 1 year. That's too much. It ain't supposed to go up that high. So if I was in my right mind, I'd be selling my house right now, waiting for the crash to buy a new one, right? But I don't want to do that because I got kids. I'm thinking about that when they get 25, 30 years old, they'll have a piece of property, hopefully it's paid off, and they will eliminate the biggest expense in their life, which is living day to day, right? Your day to day expensive. We talking about stocks. What's up? Share this live. Appreciate you, Sis. Sis in the building. Matthew, silly as fuck. I gotta dip, though, illegally private some music later, biz. I don't know what that mean, Matthew. My Airbnb pays for my vacation. You see, this guy is investing in a property, renting it out, Airbnb, and now he get to go for free and collect money. Now, what are you doing with the money you collect, right? You could be investing that money, right? This is how we build wealth out here. This is how our kids become wealthy, and then you have to teach this to the kids so they won't fuck your money up, right? That's my worst fear. That's why what I do, my kids have no choice but to do because I'm the father, right? So if I'm looking into this stuff, my kids know who Jerome Powell is because they have no choice. I don't just play bullshit on my TV all day, right? If I'm watching Jerome Powell, guess what? They have to watch it, right? It's not their choice. So when they see what's going on, they won't fuck my money up. When they walk into the money that I leave for them, they like, oh, this is what I need to do with it. They already have an idea. You know, they already understand what they should do with their money, you know, and how they can generate the wealth for their kids, right? And it's an in-house thing. They don't teach this shit in school for a reason, right? They don't want us coming out the hole. The lion would never teach the deer how to get away. I always say that, but it's true. Because if the lion taught the deer how to get away, the lion won't eat, right? So they are never going to teach you how to get away. You have to go look for the information, and you have to. This is a good thing that we going through right now. Facts over feelings. You talking about selling? Hey, facts. Don't come in here with no bullshit, man. We on some serious shit. I'm just being straight up with you, bro. Don't be in here messing with nobody in this chat, bro. I'm going to kick your ass out. But if other than that, you can stay and learn too, bro. Don't come in here messing with people, man. I see 2 people in here that don't want no beef. So we going to learn together, you know, and then y'all go back to the drama. That's cool. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, when you sell at the high, right? So it's almost like the reverse psychology. When everybody else is paying, you know, I came on a few weeks ago and I was talking about Warren Buffett. He bought Geico when Geico was losing value, when Geico was in financial hardship. He came in and he bought a bunch of Geico, right? Now Geico has made him millions of dollars because it's now up, right? I watched the man. He say he want to invest when things are down. It makes perfect sense if you think about it. But can you take this right here? Can you take this downswing when you down $10,000? Are you able to stomach that? Are you able to buy more? Right? What do you think these big wigs are doing right now? Like Elon Musk. You know, most of his money is in Tesla. Tesla is crashing. I don't think the man is mad. I think he's probably either adding more business, buying more, because he was selling when it was high. You see, that's the object. When everybody else is at sky high, oh, we doing good. That's time to start selling, right? Because you're like, man, it can't last forever. I'm out. I'm getting out. Start selling a little bit of my position. So basically what I'm going to do here, because I have 3,700, my average cost, I'm trying to show you how you do this, because it is a time to sell. My average cost is $4.81. So when this thing double, just like the street, we go back to the street with it. When this thing double in price, that's when I'll start selling, and I'll sell half of my investment. Why? Biz, don't you think it's going up in the future? Yes, I do. But I'm going to sell half of my investment, take the money that I initially put on the table, take that out, right? So I have all of my money back in my pocket for another investment, and half of that will be free, right? So if I'm buying I got 3,700 shares right now. So if it doubles, I don't want to sell it, but I'm going to sell half, because that's the smart thing to do. Take my risk off the table, and now I'll have 1,600 shares for free that I didn't have to pay for. And then I don't have to worry about that no more. I go on to the next investment, take that money and put it in the next one, and do the same thing. Don't put it all at one time. You buy slowly over time. You want to buy on red days when it's going down. True Essence in the building. Appreciate you pulling up. You made me a moderator. I didn't know that. Thank you. Yeah, I got to have somebody in here to make sure this chat ain't going crazy, especially when we got certain people coming in. We want to make sure that nobody arguing, because on this channel, I don't want to make us talk about rude and fucked up shit. I want us to talk about shit that's going to make our kids happy. And then we go on the other channels and cuss each other out. I don't want to look at the chat and see people talking shit to each other, because then nobody can learn. Nobody will be paying attention. And I won't stay on long to hold you up the whole goddamn day, with this shit, because you don't have to take an hour. But I just want to make sure that we all trying to learn something, then we go back to the fuckery later. That's cool with me. So we straight with that. Biz, you can't have any Quamite mods. You see, you can't only have Quamite mods. All right, sis, I could make you one. You know what I'm saying? But then you can't be fucking, I got to do it when I get off. You can't be fucking timing people out and shit. I don't think you'll do that though. Sis funny. See, that type of shit I could deal with, but I don't want nobody like when I seen Facts coming here, he would say, fuck Lonnie or some shit like that, bro. You out of here, dude. You can't do that. But you could come in, you could chill, but just don't be arguing with people. I don't buy Jordans. Right. I bought these 11s that just came out. I'm a human being. I want to look nice too. I didn't tell you to invest all your money. I bought these 11s that just came out. Them cherry red 11s, I like those. But guess what I did? I knew they was coming out. So it was a lot of pair of Jordans throughout the year that I didn't buy, right? Because I want to also invest. I didn't want to just buy every fucking pair of Jordan that come out. And then when it went on my investments, I had nothing, right? I said, okay, these ones, I ain't going to buy these ones. Oh, I want those ones. So if I want those ones, I'm going to skip out on all of these ones and buy the ones I really want that I could wear. That sounds like I'm living, right? I'm not being a consumer so much. I bought my Jordans. I'm not going to tell you that I got nice clothes, man. I bought my 49ers. I buy clothes, right? But I don't spend all of my money on clothes, right? I pick and choose what I really want to buy and what I really want to wear. I don't just buy them to hoard them, right? I got like 20 something, 30 something pairs of sneakers in there, right? And I didn't buy them all at one time. I buy them slowly because my foot size not going to change, right? If I got multiple different sneakers, then they're not going to get dirty, right? So now, and then I just add to them. Next year, I probably won't buy no more until I see another pair that I actually like, and I wait. And I skip out on all those other, because Jordan release every week, right? I'm not buying them shits every week. I need to buy more assets, right? But every now and then I'll be like, man, I really want those, man. I got to get those. I'm a human being, right? I'm not telling you not to be a human, but I'm also telling you to think about your future, your kids. You got to plant that tree. Trees don't grow in one day. The stock market, Bitcoin, all of this stuff is not a get rich quick scheme, right? Bitcoin is the fastest growing asset in the world. And nothing has ever grown fast as it, right? It's a cryptocurrency. Nipsey Hussle was talking about this, right? Maybe I should play that because we have different people in here. I could play that, You know, let y'all hear what Nipsey say about that. And football about to start, I already know. And I don't want to hold y'all forever. Anybody have any questions in here? Anybody have any questions for me? Biz is a Kwame. Jordans are good investments if you sell, not hoard. That's a good idea too. That's a fact, right? If you buy the right ones, some of them go down in value. If you ever see this thing called StockX, they got the Jordans on there like they stocks. You know, certain stocks go up, certain stocks go down. So certain Jordan prices go up. If you buy the right Jordans, they go up. Like, and they mostly sell good around release date. Because why? The Jordans sell out so fast that if you have a pair, like if I want to sell the ones I just got, I probably could sell them for double my money. But that I want them, so I didn't do that. Hit the like button. All right. It says funny. Lonnie, appreciate you pulling up. Y'all all in here, man. Salute to everybody in here, man. I appreciate y'all coming, trying to learn something a little bit different, you know. Anybody have any questions? Cynthia Hogot, what's up? I don't know if I'm pronouncing your name wrong. Hogot, I think that's how I say, but I don't mean no disrespect. So make sure December 14th is next week. This week. What's today? The 11th. What's today? Right? If you don't watch it, trust me, I'm gonna watch it. 11 at Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. On Wednesday at 2 p.m. This dude Jerome Powell is gonna talk. And he's going to be talking about the interest rates of the economy that directly affects inflation, the prices you see in the store, and the stock market and Bitcoin. Right? It's the direct it's a direct cause and effect. Whatever that motherfucker say, that's what's going to happen. So I'm about to play this from Nipsey Hussle, right? That I got on my channel. I got it in my private part of my channel. Let me see if I can find it. That's another one. See, Sis helped me with that. Salute to Sis, man. He helped me show me how to edit these stuff. And I got another edit. So let me see here. Okay, I'm pulling it up now. I'm about to play this. So anybody have any questions about credit? Something like that? I can help you with credit for free. I'll give you free tips. If you got any problems that you got going on with your credit, I can help you with that. Remember, I got 800 credit score. I didn't just get that overnight. Everything that's worth anything don't comes fast, right? If you get anything too fast, it's a bad idea. You might lose everything just as fast as you get it. You know what I'm saying? So this right here is good. I like this. Let me see if I gotta share the screen. Let me share the screen real quick. Boom. Oh, y'all can see it right there. Now, everybody talk about Nipsey Hussle and they like Nipsey and all that. This is why I like Nipsey. Yo, y'all see Nipsey Hussle, man? He not just a rapper. Listen to what he talking about, right? Yeah, everybody just want to hear his music. Listen to what he talking about. Listen to where his brain at. He thinking about investments, right? So when I listen to Nipsey, I'm like, man, this dude's preaching out here. He talking about cryptocurrency. He talking about why they created it. It's an counter to when the financial system collapsed in 2008, right? That's when the Bitcoin came out. And ever since Bitcoin came out, remember, it was 0.008 cent, less than a penny. And right now you're looking at it at $17,000. And these people talking about it's crashing. What? You can't look at it that way. It went up to 67,000 because of the craze. Because everybody was like, yo, Bitcoin, it's overhyped and then it's oversold. Same way. When it's at these low levels, you start throwing a little bit at it at a time. Don't put a fucking whole bunch of load of money in there, because if it continues to go down, then you're going to get discouraged. You're going to sell for the low. Next thing you know, it's going to be at $100,000, right? It's going to be at $200,000. It's cycles. It goes up in a frenzy. Just like when they tell you it's a gas shortage, what you see? 50,000 cars at the gas pump. I'd be like, bruh, these motherfuckers crazy. I just wait a week and then the fucking gas station clear. What I look like sitting in gas line for fucking 3 hours because the people say it's a gas shortage. Man, fuck what they talking about. I'm gonna stay my ass at home, wait a week, and then the gas will be right back. But that's what happened with crypto. It's cycles, right? When the Popeyes chicken came out with that chicken thing, everybody was flooding the lines. People were dying over a damn chicken sandwich, right? Because of the craze, the hype. Then when the hype died down, you could go to Popeyes right now. I'm sure it's open. You don't got a bunch of cars hanging out the damn parking lot over a fucking chicken sandwich, right? It's just the craze. So right now is the time to go get your chicken sandwich. You see what I'm saying? If you understand what I'm saying. This is the time to start thinking about investing into Bitcoin if you wanted to. You're going to see here shortly. Did you hear that? I don't think y'all heard what he just said. He said it's less than 1%. Now, this is before he passed away. It's less than 1% penetration of cryptocurrency. You could trade it on the markets only, right? You couldn't buy anything with it. He said that's why I came to Amsterdam, because it's a whole city out here cryptocurrency friendly, where you could go there and buy shit from the store with your Bitcoin. Now, just imagine what happens when, like he said, it's 5% in penetration in the world, 10%. Well, I got news for you, Nipsey. It's been more percent now. People are now starting to spend Bitcoin on things. You could go spend and buy Bitcoin with stuff. People are now accepting Bitcoin for payment, right? El Salvador has made Bitcoin national currency. Think about this shit. Now, slowly but surely, what happened when the whole world accept Bitcoin for money? How much you think Bitcoin price going to be then, right? But you worry about today and tomorrow and next week. No, that ain't how you do this. I'm worried about 10 years from now. Where the hell you think Bitcoin going to be, the price? If you could go to Walmart and spend Bitcoin and buy something, right? It's becoming accepted more and more ever since he died. But he was telling us this shit, but nobody was listening. Because all we want to do is twerk and jump and argue and fight and shoot each other and kill each other. We're not listening to what he's saying, right? Not just him, other people. But it's good coming from somebody like this in our culture that we could look up to and say, yo, Nipsey he on to something, right? What is he talking about? Let me listen to what he say. We're not just listen to the rap part where he want to kill everybody. Even in his rap, he don't say that all the time. He talk about investing in his raps too. But let's let him keep going. Hold on. I just got a message. Damn. Are you telling me that I did this the whole time? No sound? I just got it. I got you. Appreciate you, bro. Yeah, I see what you're saying right now. I'm about to fix it right now. I'm gonna hit you back. Salute to you, bro. Y'all can't hear me? Let me see. Stop sharing. Present. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me talking? Yo, damn. That's my bad. Let me see. We can hear you. We couldn't hear the video. All right, at least y'all can hear what I was saying. Let me see. Share audio. Man, yo, just bear with me. This is important. I'm going to go back over it because it's good coming from somebody like him. Share. Let me see. Let me go back. I'm just getting used to this. Y'all, let me see. Can y'all hear him talking now? How dare you gonna get? Hey, Sis, I had it on the big screen, bro. I ain't know. Can y'all hear? Tell me if y'all can hear the video.
Spit the game, pay attention, you should listen up. Follow code, and one day you gon' get rich as us. 7-digit street nigga, that ain't rich enough. 40 million on the crib like that nigga Puff. Niggas buying.
Let me see. I can't believe this shit. Take it off the big screen, Sid say. Let me see something. Cause this nigga right here, he was preaching. He said, take it off the big screen. Boom. Says you can hear it. He said, drop the link. Yo, but this is like the first time this happening to me. I did it before last time. It was just good. Salute to the chat, man. Sorry y'all going through this. Sis said drop the link. There you go, sis.
Twitter. We get real time updates on what goes on in the world.
Can y'all hear it now?
When it comes to the changes in the economic values, we should be informed real time. And all the opportunities that exist in cryptocurrency are time sensitive.
Says.
And so, outside of the strength of the company,
Says, can you hear me?
The capacity of the owner, just the model that they built was unique. So we wanted to come see it. And when we did, when we saw it, it was
can you hear
something that we wanted to write a check.
Oh yeah, I can hear you now.
Pause that for a second.
What's going on?
Right. So you're sharing the screen using StreamYards, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, just take it off a big screen so that you can see your StreamYard, or you can open the StreamYard in a new tab, or open this fucking this stream right here, this YouTube shit in a new window. I'm gonna share the window. This way you can have both of them open, because you gotta pay attention to your chat. Or what you could do is, while the video is playing, check your chat. So every so often, check your chat. You taking too long before you check your chat, bro.
All right.
So that's it. Just like even when you're playing it, just every so often check
I got
your
it
chat.
now.
Don't be going for so long without checking
and I can
that
see
shit.
the chat. I can see the
You said
screen
what?
in the chat. But could you hear it just now or no?
Yeah, I was able to hear it this time. Well,
All right. Tell me if you can hear it now. I'm gonna start playing it.
all right.
Because this man speaking. Can you hear him or no?
Is it playing? It's not playing.
Let me see something. Oh, I got the other StreamYard joint. Hold on, Sid. You gonna help me out, bro. I appreciate you, bro.
No problem, man.
Stop that joint.
I'm here to help. I'm here to help, man.
Yeah, I appreciate you. So we gonna share the screen.
So while the video is playing, you can switch back to your StreamYard tab
That out.
because you'll
Or
still
will
see
in
it
the
on the
long
screen.
run. It's gonna take a while, but
Can you
it's
see him
gonna
now?
create
Yeah, I can see
an
it.
option, and you're not gonna
You
have
can
to
hear
go
it.
operate
Yes, sir.
in that system that led
Bet.
to like 2008. All the banks
Salute to
collapsing,
Sis, man. I need the horns, man. Appreciate
all
you,
the
brother.
malpractice of power
Salute,
that
salute.
was happening in the banking industry and the central banks and all that.
So now it's
So
good.
it's like, damn, that was
Yeah.
slick. Whoever came up
Are
with
you able
that
to see your
was slick.
tabs so that you can switch
If
to
you
your
really
Yup, I'm
StreamYard
able to
tab?
see the
from a
chat
political
and I'm
point
able to
of
see
view,
the
you know
what
what I
he's
mean? That
talking
was
about.
real
That's all that matter, bro. All right,
effortless
man. I'm out of here. I'm in the
checkmate.
chat.
You know what I mean?
Appreciate
They
you, bro.
exited before
All
anybody
right.
knew what was up. I understand cryptocurrency.
Man, salute
I
to
understand,
Sis, man, for that, man. He ain't had to do that. See, that's what I'm talking about. He not a bad
but
dude,
just
man. He a good dude.
cryptocurrency is I think it's like a form of karma.
All right, let's
I
go
think
over it
that the
again.
banks had
Let him
such a
talk.
crooked model that the engineers and software designers and programmers was like, we're not gonna fix this with a protest. We're not gonna fix this with a march on Wall Street. We're gonna fix this with technology. And they created a equalizer that just it checkmated the whole game. You know, that's my view on it. It's just like the energy balancing out what went wrong over there, and just the disadvantage that the people were at. The cryptocurrency is balancing that out, or will in the long run. It's gonna take a while, but it's gonna create an option, and you're not gonna have to go operate in that system that led to like 2008, all the banks collapsing and the real estate bubble and all the malpractice of power that, you know, was happening in the banking industry and the central banks and all that. So it's like, damn, that was slick. Whoever came up with that was slick. If you really peep it from a political point of view, you know what I mean? That was real effortless checkmate. You know what I mean? They exited before anybody knew what was up. I understand cryptocurrency. I understand unregulated form of currency. I understand peer-to-peer transactions online. But what is Filecoin? And so, basically, what it is there's a huge amount of value in this cryptocurrency space with trading and exchanging different forms of currency, different times of acquisition, different times of selling. It's very similar to the stock market. So there's people over the last 5-6 years that became very successful trading currencies via different platforms. And so what it is there'll be a big trade that takes place, and you'll hear about it next week. And they try to mirror it, but the opportunity came and passed. Very similar to stocks. There's less than 1% penetration, and that's a fact because I can't spend Bitcoin. I gotta still spend US.
See, that's what I was talking about when he was talking about is less than 1% penetration of Bitcoin in the real world. Imagine when it's more than 1%. And we can see from when he was talking about this, how now it's starting to get more accepted, right? All of the Bank of America is starting to buy Bitcoin. Tesla owns a position in Bitcoin. If people didn't know that, who else? Goldman Sachs got Bitcoin. BlackRock's coming out with a Bitcoin trust, right? It's getting more accepted, and the price is yet going down. This is the time when you want to start buying. I got somebody else letting me know what's going on from the background. I ain't gonna call his name, but just know it's one of our brothers. You know what I'm saying? He telling me what's going on too. And I ain't gonna put him out there like that. But salute to you, bro. You know who you is. But Nipsey was ahead of this before it's starting to happen. We can see it, but it slowly started happening. And in real time, it's hard to understand what's going on. But I'm telling you right now, it's the fastest growing asset in the world, right? It went from less than a penny to, even if it's at 17,000, imagine if you'd have bought it less than a penny, you'd still be a millionaire. It went all the way to 67,000. That was during the hype, the craze. Now it's starting to come back down because the craze is dying out. This is the time when we, as investors, look for these opportunities, right? We want to start. I'm not telling you to go put $10,000 in Bitcoin. That's not what you hear me saying. I'm saying slowly dollar cost average, buy on red days. When you see it going down lower, add a little bit more. $25 here, $50 here, $100 here. Stop buying. Wait till next week. Wait till you see another crash. Buy a little bit more because it's not going to zero. People say, oh, it's going to zero. Well, shit. You got me fucked up. It went from less than a penny all the way to fucking 67,000. Now it's at 17,000. People saying it's crashing. Is it really crashing? If you think about it, it's actually growing, right? What by the time it gets everywhere, it'll be too late. You'll be the fucking missed the boat, right? I'd rather own some than not. Put it like that. I'd rather be in a position where I own some than I don't own none, right? And then next thing you know, it's at $1 million and you fucked up. Or it's at $100,000, $200,000 and you don't got none. And you talking about, I wish I shoulda, coulda ass nigga, right? I wish I shoulda, coulda, woulda. Fuck out of here. And we don't do that. We looking for these opportunities. What is going to take $50? You get one less bottle of liquor. We go to the club every week, turn up, throw $300-$400 around. What if we were buying Bitcoin $25 a week when it was less than a penny? Could you think of how much wealth you would have right now? Right? When it's sitting at $17,000 a coin? How many coins could you buy less than a penny? Think about that, right? We missed the boat, or have we? Right? Like he said, it's only 1% penetration in the real world. I just told you El Salvador got a whole country where they accept Bitcoin as legal tender, right? That's just one country. How many countries in the world? What happened when your grandkids coming up? I told you they coming with this digital dollar, right? They're going to take cash out of circulation. Pay attention what's going on in the world, and your future generations would thank you for it, right? I wish my mother would have bought stock in Amazon. She did, because she wasn't thinking about this shit. She was looking at soap operas and shit all day, right? As the world turns and Guiding Light and shit like that. Got her brain fucked up. But who own Amazon? Right? The rich people own Amazon. We ain't got none because we ain't paying attention. We worry so much about bullshit all day.
Dollars or MasterCard credit or, established credit. Any one of these stores, there's no penetration in the real world. But there's
what's up, my boss?
$27
Appreciate you pulling up. Coach Sterling in the building.
Let's listen in this space. But there's a 1% penetration in the real world. So what happens when it gets 5% real world? When more people can spend their cryptocurrency at the store, at the restaurant, on the airplane, which is why we came to Amsterdam, because there's a city out here where the whole city is cryptocurrency friendly. And this is an example of what's going to happen to the rest of the world. And we think that if you get in now, when the value spreads, when the accessibility spreads, you'll be sitting on the right chair. And, being out here further brought that to my attention, reinforced my belief in it, and we put our money where our mouth is.
Yeah, we know you used to put in work, that's all.
He said, if you just give it time, you be sitting on the right chair, right? He said, he's saying the same thing I'm saying. Basically, what happens when that shit is, right now it's 1%. What happens when it's 10%? When you could buy Jordans with Bitcoin, right? Tesla is set Bitcoin, if you didn't know that or not. You could buy a Tesla with Bitcoin. Why the hell they want your Bitcoin? AMC, the movies, you could buy movie tickets and shit with cryptocurrency now, right? Think about that. Why the fuck they want your crypto? Because they see value in the future where they have time to wait. Where you so worried about day-to-day price action, right? You worried about getting rich today. These people already got money. They just waiting. They have time to wait until it get. Why you think Goldman Sachs, Bank of America, all of them just now starting to get in Bitcoin, right? They got this event coming up in 2024. It's called the Halvening. The Halvening event. Every 4 years, Bitcoin, the rewards is split in half. So that means it comes less and less in circulation. And I need to say this because people just talk about Bitcoin, don't understand. People need to do a little bit of research. Bitcoin is the opposite of the dollar, right? You can't just keep printing Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin has a cap on it. It's only will be ever 21 million ever made in the world, right? It'll only be 21 million Bitcoins ever made. So once that cap gets stopped, right? It's not like the dollar where they could just keep printing that shit. Dollar. No, you can't. Once it get to a cap, you can't make no more Bitcoin. It is start to make the price go up in value just naturally, just because of that, right? Because it gets more and more scarce, rare. You know, once everybody got their Bitcoin and they're not selling it, what happens? Price starts to go up, supply and demand, right? So once you understand that, like, yo, hold on, this is a hedge against the dollar, right? When the dollar collapsed, you still gonna have Bitcoin. When they did this sanctions and shit to Russia and all that overseas behind the war, what did they do? They went to Bitcoin, right? I'd rather own some than not. I'm just saying. Just keep adding to it slowly but surely. When it goes down, you add a little bit more. What I do. This is not financial advice. This is just me personally, what I do.
Nigga, and we seen your paperwork you told. All these niggas either sniffing glass or they living off the past. While I'm blowing money fast with my bros. Lately I've been seeing niggas sell they soul. How you catch a case and bail out on parole? I've been state to state, getting money on the road. Had to reevaluate who I can talk to on the phone. Switch it up, spit the game, pay attention, you should listen up. Follow code, and one day you gon' get rich as us. 7-digit street nigga, that ain't rich enough. 40 million on the crib like that nigga Puff. Niggas buying yachts, niggas buying jets. Make me wanna buy the block just to reinvest.
Did you hear Nipsey? Boy, what? They just like the beat. That nigga said, niggas buying yachts, niggas buying jets. It made me want to buy the block just to reinvest. Man, this dude was ahead of his time. He was trying to tell us all they want to do is Nipsey because he died and stuff like that. Rest in peace. Salute to his family, man. Right? Nipsey, I'm trying, bruh. I feel you, brother. Right? They not listening. They just fucking want to talk about you because it's popular. Right? They keep talking about a damn marathon, but they ain't doing nothing for your marathon, brother. I'm trying, brother. Keep talking.
My young niggas catch for us, none left.
And what you do is you'll allocate a certain amount of your investment budget. You'll say, I got 100,000 total, I got 10,000 total, I got 5,000 total. And you say, I want to allocate 1,000 toward this influencer. So the next moves he makes, $1,000 of your investment fund will mirror his moves in real time. You can be sleep, you could be on a plane, you could be wherever. He make a move, your portfolio that you've allocated towards him will move when he moves. So you might have 10 influencers you follow. You might have 100,000 and put 10 for success. Might cover the 8 unsuccessful moves. You might have more information where you go really heavy into these 2 investors because you know what they're doing, and you know you might invest the whole 100 into these 2, 50-50. But the type of returns that we're seeing in cryptocurrency is not 10%. It's not 7%. It's 10%.
What? The type of returns you see in cryptocurrency is not 10%. It's 700%. Did you listening to that shit? That's why you see me continuously investing into my company, CleanSpark, that makes Bitcoin, right? Because I don't care how low it go. I'm going to keep buying. If it busts, then I lose. I'll be out 20 bands. What happens if it don't bust? Then that 20,000 might turn to 150, 300,000 5 years from now, 6 years from now, right? That's what I'm thinking about. Every day I wake up, I check my portfolio and I pray to God it goes down. They don't hear me though, right? I want to get more for cheaper. I want to be able to have more for cheaper. Right now it's Christmas time, so I'm like, man, I got to buy Christmas presents. That's pissing me off, right? Because I want to buy more ownership, right? You see what I'm saying? That's how my brain is wired. I'm telling you, I bought a house out of doing this. And I want to tell everybody that you can do it. You know, start somewhere. You don't have to have $1 million to start investing. You know, you just got to have a bigger mindset. It all starts in your mind, right? The mind is first. If your mind tell you, you know what, I want to do this, you're going to start looking for things to help you do that, right? Can't just say, oh, I can't. That's like a dumbass word. You know, you can do it if you put your mind to it. Your mind has to change first. Once your mind change, then you start making progress. You sit there and say, hey, I want a better credit score. We got Mom Boss in here, right? Ashkiro, appreciate you for pulling up, right? If you want to say, oh, I want a better credit score, you can't just say, I want a better credit score and don't do shit. Your credit score ain't never going to go nowhere, right? You got to say, I want a better credit score and then start making steps towards it. It's not going to happen overnight, right? I didn't get an 800 credit score just because I'm right. I'm just because I'm right. You know, they don't work like that. You got to take slow steps, right? Little by little. And then before you know it, you look back, you're like, holy shit, you know, this is real. And then you wanted to help other people, right?
You know, it's being informed in real time. And I feel like that's the generation we living in, you know? It ain't no read the newspaper. We checking Twitter. We get real time updates on what goes on in the world. So when it comes to the changes in the economic values, we should be informed real time. And all the opportunities that exist in cryptocurrency are time sensitive. And so, you know, outside of the strength of the company, the capacity of the owner, just the model that they built was unique. So we wanted to come see it. And when we saw it, it was something that we wanted to write a check for immediately. You know, so we cashed out yesterday. We locked in our acquisition of a percentage. And you know.
He said he wrote a check, he cashed out for his acquisition of a percentage. He didn't let his money just sit there talking about I'm saving it. He invested. Last time I showed this video, I got very upset about this picture right here, about this screen that I'm looking at right now. Why do he have to go to these people to invest? That shit is crazy to me. Look around him. Look in that room. Who you see right there? Where we at? That really burns me up, man. I'm looking at this like, damn, yo, nobody in the building that he could really relate to. Like, he got to go to these people. What's up with that? Why we can't ever do anything with like this? Think about that. What I'm saying, man. We going into the room full of, and then blame white people for everything. But look where he got to go. What are we doing? What about your kids, man? Right? Think about this shit. He's in a room, and we're nowhere in the room. At least his ass is in the room. Shout out Nipsey Hussle once again.
Yes, sir. It was really inspiring. Cool.
Ashkiro, Nipsey was just talking about Bitcoin. This thing he's talking about right now is a program called Follow Coin.
It's official. We locked in. Get money. Yes, sir. Love. Little splash. Too major. You gotta ask yourself, are you interested in opportunities, in financial opportunities? Are you willing to invest in financial opportunities? If you're not one of them type of people, this really don't apply to you or appeal to you. If you are, this is something you can't miss. This is something you have to be a part of. I'm one of them type of people. That's why I'm in Amsterdam. I'm finishing the album right now. I'm shooting videos. I don't have time to be here. But the opportunity called me, you know? So today is the first day, Follow Coin, second round, the ICO goes public. It's an invitation. It's not a solicitation. And, you know, that's really it. You know what I mean? So it's online. It'll be live. We involved. It's a lot of other very influential people involved. A lot of people have got wealthy, have flipped money, have become successful in this space already. And it's just starting. And we shouldn't be last. Hip-hop shouldn't be last on it, you know? You're somebody that's in rap and that's in hip-hop talking about it, so it'll hit their consciousness. And if anything, they just go do their research about it.
Right.
Yeah.
He said somebody in rap and hip hop talking about it. If anything, it hit their consciousness and they could go do some research about it. Hey, please, people, man. Your kids depending on you, right? They can't do this stuff. They too young. You got to be 18 at least, you know, to start this stuff. You know how Warren Buffett started at 11 through his father, right? This is just investing. You can own businesses and pass that down too. The biggest expense everybody faces is mortgage and rent, right? That's your biggest expense in your whole world, in your whole life. What if you could take that away from your future generations and they don't have to worry about spending money or their income on mortgage or rent? Hopefully mortgage, right? What if they didn't have to pay that? What could they do then? How much could they invest then? How much of the block could we own then, right? You see him. He on there. He got chains on. He got nice sneakers on. Got a nice little track outfit on. He not taking all his money and invest it, but he invested a portion of it, right? That's all I'm saying. You don't got to take every dollar you get and invest it. You invest a portion of it.
Did you sell off any of your Bitcoin when it hit its peak a couple weeks ago?
I didn't know it had hit its peak. I know it was growing. I'm like, it's gonna go to 100,000. We gonna get lit. But I mean, I'm in it for the long run though, so I'm just chilling. I ain't looking.
Boom. They said, did you sell off any of your Bitcoin when it went to its peak? He said, I ain't even know it went to its peak. I'm thinking we gonna go to 100,000, but I ain't even tripping. I'm in it for the long run. That's all I'm saying. Keep telling them, Nipsey. Do they hear you, or do they just want to say the marathon continue because it's trendy, right? Are they doing anything to help your marathon, right? You bought the block. You was an example, man. You bought a whole property on the block you came from. How many of us are even thinking about doing that, right? That's why Biz come on here. I'm doing my part, you know. I'm trying to help you get a seed in your head. Say, maybe you're not too old. You're not too young. You know, anytime you start investing is the right time. The thing is passing this knowledge to your children, because your children will be your future, your bloodline, your namesake.
To cash out no time soon. I'm gonna just pay attention to
Like
where,
the bitch up.
you know, like I said, I think it can continue to grow. Imagine when you could go to Rouse and spend Bitcoin.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What's that gonna do to the price of the coin?
What's that gonna do to the price of it? So that was a little thing I put together, you know, and I appreciate Sis for helping me, man. Like everybody is different, and you know, as long as you respect people, you be all right. But Sis, appreciate you coming up here telling me that shit was all messed up. Appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? So anybody got any questions? You know, I could drop the link. We could talk. If y'all want to watch football, we could watch football. You know, we could come back next week, a few more days, and talk more about this. We don't have to take your whole day and consume you with investing. You know, I just want to drop it in there every now and then. You know, we could come on here and talk shit. You know, now that I'm finished talking about this, y'all want to talk about whatever y'all want to talk about. Just don't be too disrespectful to people. You know, everybody has their own opinions and shit. You know, you don't have to like a certain person to learn about a certain thing, right? It's like I said, people, great job, Biz. Appreciate you, bro. Salute, Mom Boss Mayo, right? Salute all y'all. Everybody got their differences, but we all can agree that we have to make a way for our children. You know what I'm saying? It's not all laughing, joking time. You know, we have to have something for them to fall back. Cause like everybody say, what do? They go get the iPad. What the fuck is the iPad teaching them? How to be consumers, how to spend their money, right? How to buy all these dumbass cars and clothes and shit. Trust me, I was the same way. Trust me, I had Mercedes Benzes, BMWs, all of that shit, right? And then guess what? I sold all of that shit and bought me a house. Cause one day I woke up, bing, the light bulb went off in my head. I had the Charger, the big Charger. I didn't have a Hellcat. I had the 392 Hemi. That joint was nice, brand new. But what was that doing for me? Other than people saying, "Oh, you got a nice car." Fuck the car. What if I was investing in Facebook when it first started? That's what I'm like, yo, fuck this shit. What really changed my life was when I invested my stimulus money Donald Trump gave me, and I flipped that shit like 5 times. I couldn't believe it. Right? And I bought a piece of property with that shit. And now my property is going up in value. And I'm just mad that they keep the information from us and nobody tries to help, you know. Like, that's where I come on here and just give this shit away. And I just try to help people as much as I can, right? Because I'm thinking like, yo, they owe me. They owe us. We fucking made Facebook. But none of us own it because they didn't teach us how to get it. They didn't teach us the value of investing. Facebook didn't go just straight up. It went up and down. It's called cycles, right? Right now we are in the bear cycle, right? That means assets are under a lot of pressure because of the outside economy. But what happens when we go back into that bull cycle? You're going to be chasing the bull, right? Instead of buying the bear and watching the bull, right? One of these days, I'm going to come on like I always show my account and my portfolio so everybody can see, right? I'm down like 10 bands, right? In the grand scheme of things, that ain't no money. That's a little bit of money because there's people down millions of dollars, right? They'd be happy to be down 10 grand. 10 grand ain't no money, but that 10 grand could turn to 100 grand if I invest in the right things, if I use my mind to do research on the right aspects of things, right? I see the adoption of electric vehicles. That's another good sector to try to be in. Everybody see electric vehicles are going. They pushing the economy towards electric vehicles, right? So don't fight it. Invest with it, right? I made a lot of money during the donut shop because I saw the newspaper say Moderna, a company named Moderna, had the vaccine. So I put my money in Moderna, and I made a lot of money off of Moderna. Right? Because I'm paying attention to what's going on in the world, not just laughing and joking all the time. We're going to come on here. Today's Sunday. We're going to turn up a little bit. I'm going to go watch Sid's show, watch who he talking shit to. I'm going to go pull up on Lonnie channel. I'm going to do the same thing everybody else do. But I'm going to tell you what, and an hour out of my day, I'm going to do some research, and I'm going to see for my kids' sake, right? Just because I care about my kids' future, right? I don't want them to have to struggle like I did. Like, my mother didn't want me to struggle like I had to, but she didn't know any better. Nobody teach her. So I had to learn. Now I'm trying to break the cycle, right? I'm going to teach my kids so that way when they have kids, my kids can teach their kids how to have good credit, how to have a decent investment portfolio, right? That's what we trying to do out here. Ascaro said, check the email. Ascaro, appreciate you, Ascaro. I'll check my email right now. And Ascaro wants to start a email thread. She was talking to me about people that's really serious about investing. She wants to start an email thread so we could talk about it in email. And I think that's a great idea. You know, maybe we can go to a Discord. I'll probably have to get with Sis again to learn about how to do that. I could start a Discord just with investing and stuff like that. People that's serious about credit building and investing. We could start a Discord, but again, people don't like Sis, but Sis is cool with me. You know what I'm saying? I'm good with Sis. So he can help me start a Discord. I got to see how I got to do that. I could start one of those. But for now, Iscaro, she wants to start an email thread where we can email each other back and forth. I think that's a good idea. I don't want mine to have to get it out the mud because that don't mean they will be brats, etc. I don't want mine to have to get it out the mud. But that doesn't mean there will be brats, etc. Right? Because I understand what you're saying, my boss. Because you got to teach them discipline, right? You don't want to give them everything, but you don't want them to have everything so hard either. You want to teach them, right? I don't let my kids get away with murder. You know, if they do something wrong, I hit them where it hurt. You know, they like nice clothes. They don't want to go to school looking funny. I never forget, man. My son got in trouble at school one day. You know what happened? He came home, I cut his hair off. I didn't send him to no barbershop. I made his mama cut his hair off with no shape up, send him to school with raggedy sneakers on. Man, you know something? That man ain't never been in trouble again since that. He on an honor roll. Because he know, man, my dad ain't playing. I ain't got to whoop him or beat him to half to death. You just take what he like. He don't want people laughing at his sneakers at school. He know I could get sneakers, man, if I just behave. Let me just do what I'm supposed to do so I could get these new Jordans. Now they put the pressure on me. right? As a father, because when my daughter is sitting on honor roll, she got all A's and stuff, and she asks me for something, how am I gonna tell her no, right? I tell her all the time, I hope you get in trouble. Can you please get in trouble? So I don't gotta buy you nothing. I'm tired of buying you stuff. Daddy, I don't want to hear that. You know, get in trouble so I can have a reason to not get you with, so I can have a reason to buy some more shares. You know what I'm saying? I got you, Biz. Stock Discord. Right. Appreciate that. See, man, it's good to everybody, man. You know, straight up, Salute to Sis. I'm waiting for my boy Mill Ticket pull back up, you know, and crash these streets one weekend. You know what I'm saying? Salute to Mr. Fair Use. Salute to my boss. Y'all all could talk about it, you know, and get all y'all differences aside, or y'all could agree to disagree. It's all good with me. But it's all about the kids at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Salute to KB for pulling up. Appreciate him coming through, showing support. Appreciate everybody that came in. Ascaro, True Essence. Appreciate you in here. Silly, whatever his name is, Silly Matthew, man. You be wildin', man, but appreciate you for pulling up. But you still be wildin', man. We got Miss Lonnie came through, Coach Sterling, dollar cost average. Yes, he knows a little bit about investing because the language he's using right here. When he say dollar cost average, that's all I'm saying, people. I'm not saying put all your money in here. C. Roberts was in the building, Miss Courtney. I know football is about to come on, and I appreciate all y'all, Lady Ellie, Brooklyn. I appreciate all y'all for pulling up. You know what I'm saying? We gonna get back to the football, then we gonna come back and watch some madness. I'm gonna pull up on KB live show later. Sis coming on later. You know, salute to all the fellas. Mr. Fair Use probably be back on soon. I don't know, but you know he in them bushes. We got Mill Ticket. We got everybody. You know, Miss Lonnie. I was in her chat the other day. We got Damn D. Salute to Damn D. Salute to Sister T. You know what I'm saying? Her family. You know, everybody just gotta figure out how to get past this shit. Salute to Barbie Girl Tina. You know what I'm saying? I'm just staying out the way. I'm playing my position. So I appreciate y'all. I appreciate everybody. And remember, man, your kids is what matter. Your kids are the future. They are the next politicians. They are the next lawmakers, right? We have to understand that these people are attacking the youth. They want the youth mind. They don't care about your mind. You old, you at age, you're going to die. They worry about the next generation. They want your kids. They want your kids to think a certain way so they could pass a certain law, right? So they could be bought. So you want to understand that. And you got to understand that those are the most valuable possessions you have is your children. Those are the most valuable possessions you have. And that's a fact. That's not nothing I think. That's a fact. Because life is the most valuable asset you can have. So your kids need to understand how to operate in the world. You ever wonder why as soon as you turn 18, you just get a credit card in the mail with no fucking instructions, right? They just give it to you. If your parents don't know how to guide you through that, you're going to fuck it up, right? They're going to mess it all up. And then you're going to be having a big amount of trouble when they should have never got in trouble in the first place. But they got in trouble because of you. You didn't teach them, right? It's your fault, right? Can't blame them. They have no idea. You the one have to make the idea for them, right? My kids don't do what I don't tell them they can't do. All of my kids are on all of my credit cards. Anybody have any questions before I get out of here and we go to watching this football? Miss Courtney, appreciate you pulling up. Mom Boss Mayo said the Titans. Titans trash, Mom Boss. We like the 49ers over here. Swear my 18-year-old credit score is still 736 because I learned not taught in school. Right. They don't teach that in school. Right. You got to be a parent and teach your kids. Right. Mom Boss, she likes to sell her product. Right. Can't get mad at her for that. Right. I try to give it away, but she has a different way of doing things. She got other things on her product that she like to offer. Right. I try to sell it. I try to give it away, but she knows certain things I don't, like as far as grants and things like that. So it's not, oh, she's so bad, you know, just if you don't like what she got, you don't got to buy it. You know what I'm saying? We got Sis. Sis does his thing today. I was in his show today. He talking about life. He talking about real life shit on his channel he was talking about today. So I appreciate everybody. Anybody got any questions? He said, I know you're a 49ers. Yeah, they came to visit. Man, I told you, Miss Mom Bars, you gotta get his autograph for me. Tell him let me get a jersey. I ain't gonna sell it. Tell him I ain't gonna sell it. I'm gonna put it in my house. And I need Trey Lance jersey too, if he could get it. Tell him let me get Trey Lance. But appreciate y'all for pulling up. No, it don't seem like nobody got any questions. It said new email, please check and get back to me. Let me see what and see it right there. All right, I see the email. I see the email. We're gonna talk about stocks and we're gonna get Sis to start the Discord, and you know, and we'll be in the Discord. I see the email though. Right. I see Miss Mom Boss. That's your business. And that's what it is. They don't like it, they don't gotta sign up. You know, but the key is getting the information. You know what I'm saying? Get the information. I see it, Ashkero. So salute to everybody pulling up. Sid say he got me. He gonna get the Discord right. Sid's gonna start the Discord for us and get me to start the Discord, because he does a lot of helping me with the edits and stuff like that. Tell me how to get things going. So I appreciate him for that. You know what I'm saying? He always looking out. So appreciate Sis for that. Meal Ticket is another one that helps me out. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Fair Use helped me out too. Like, so salute to all them brothers, man. So shout out to everybody for pulling up. And remember, everybody got different ways of thinking. So everybody's not all bad. You know, it's good in everybody. Everybody has good to offer. So we want to take the good out, stop pointing out so much of the bad. You know, think about where you could agree with somebody on some type of common ground, and then you go from there. You don't like each other, it's a way to disagree. And as adults, you know what I'm saying? If you want to laugh and joke and both of y'all going back and forth, that's one thing. Like I see Sister T going at Barbie Girl Tina. I feel like I'm just laughing at that. Both of them. They both going back and forth. DMD cutting up. That shit be funny as hell. Some of the shit Sister T say be funny as hell. Let them do that as adults. I don't got to get in the middle of that shit. And I don't got to be a bad person because you see me in DMD chat. DMD funny as hell. You know what I'm saying? I'm scared to go on Sister T chat because they be blocking me and shit. But but she be funny as hell too. I'll watch her too. You know what I'm saying? So you just gotta, you know, come on. Everybody's level is a different level. You know, Sister T ain't never did nothing to me. I be getting blocked. I don't know. Maybe it's Nightbot doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? That's maybe her Nightbot just be blocking me and shit. Cause Iceberg ain't never been bad to me. You know what I'm saying? When you're using your trip I gave you. Hey, Mom Boss, I got it, but it said I had to pay like $49 or something. It said I only had a certain amount of time to pay that shit, and I was buying shares. Hurricane, salute to Hurricane. That's my bro too. I fuck with Hurricane Kilo too. He a good dude too. His channel be talking about different shit too. You know what I'm saying? If we want to get into bullshit, I can have a day where we get on bullshit. We come up here and talk. Y'all can have y'all minds about that, whatever. We could do that too. You know what I'm saying? But again, we mostly focus on financing and building your kids' financial freedom over here. And anybody that got anything to add, we could talk about it. If y'all want to take a day and roast people, we could do that too. But we just got to keep it on YouTube. Don't be talking about nobody kids and none of that shit, because I don't like that shit. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate Facts for Feelings, bitch ass, for pulling up too. Thanks for the support. You know what I'm saying? You all right? Change your attitude, fuck boy. But yeah. All right, I appreciate everybody, man. Even though we don't like each other, we can still talk and get through our differences. If y'all want to cuss, this funny as entertainment. Sis in the building, Hurricane Kilo. Y'all ain't got no questions tonight? Y'all want to talk about nothing before I turn this shit off? Nah. Well, I appreciate all of y'all for pulling up. Next time I'm gonna try not to get that shit to fuck up like that, Sis. I'm gonna do what you said. I'm gonna make sure. 27 Darren in here. Appreciate you. I'm gonna make sure that I do it the right way so it don't mess up. So salute to everybody, man. Go watch football. Enjoy your family, man. Your kids matter, man. And that's it. Oh, As Kiro said, drop the link. All right, we could drop the link. Let's get it. Drop the link, Ash Kiro. What you want to talk about? Drop the link. There go the link. The link is in the chat. What's up, Ash Kiro? You want to talk about something? Pull up. You don't got to show your face. I'm gonna look at you in the background and don't make nobody. I know your voice, so I know it'll be you. All you gotta do is talk, and I hear it. Yeah, your kids are your most important asset. Just remember that. They after attacking your youth. They don't care about you as much as the youth, right? They worry about them 18-year-olds as soon as they get a chance to vote. They want to put a certain ideology, however you say that word, you know what I'm talking about, in their brain. So that way they could vote a certain way. Why you think they putting all this stuff in the school system, but they not putting this financial stuff in there, right? They're coming with the digital dollar so they can control your way you spend your money. They can track everything you do. Pay attention. So what you want to do, you see the agenda. You can't destroy the agenda. You might as well invest with the agenda so you could get your wealth could get up. That way you don't have to be subjected to the agenda, right? The people that got money, they have to worry about and businesses and all of that stuff. They didn't have to worry about when those people who did all those mandates telling you what you can and can't do, right? They had their own. You can't tell somebody to have their own what to do. How do you get to that point, right? We want to get our kids to that point where they don't have to be subjected to certain things. Ashkiro's in the background. We're going to bring Ashkiro up.
Hey, Biz, can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you.
Hey, is Juicy Fruit in the chat or anything? I just wanted to ask if she's in the chat, if she can get in contact with you.
Yeah, Juicy Fruit, she pulls up sometime. I didn't see her today, but I do see her in other live streams. I can try to contact her. But Juicy Fruit is good with the business, man. She's a good business mind.
Yeah.
I appreciate Juicy Fruit.
Yeah, she is. She's really good. I just wanted to if she was around, I just wanted her to ask her to get in contact with you regards to what I spoke to you about. But I need to catch up on your live because I came in like an hour late. I got the notification really late, so I can't really ask you any questions because I've missed so much of the live. But yeah, keep doing your thing, Biz.
I appreciate that. I see Mom Boss in the chat. She says
Cool.
she has Juicy Fruit information.
Cool. All right.
Do you know Mom Boss? You have Mom Boss information?
No, I don't. But if you've got if you can get Juicy Fruit's information, then just ask her if it's okay if you can email me that, and then I'll get in touch with her.
All right.
All right, cool.
I'll make sure I get her ear because I see her a lot in different chats, you know.
Yeah.
But she's good with the business. She can help people do business stuff. Good Juicy Fruit is good. She's a good person. So
Yeah, definitely. All right, I'm gonna go now.
all right,
All right, take care. Bye.
peace. Yeah, so we got an APB out on Juicy Fruit. All Points Bulletin, man. Where you at, Juicy Fruit? She will, or I'll have her email. She be in my chat. All right, Miss Mom Boss, just tell her Ashkiro is looking for to contact her. And maybe when next time you see her, you could just send her an email and tell her that Ashkiro Moxie is trying to contact her. And that's it. Miss Mom Boss, I think you got my information. We'll figure it out, Ashkiro. We'll make sure she get in contact with you. Cause if she could get Juicy Fruit, then I know Juicy Fruit is a moderator over here. She's just not here today. But you know, she'll make sure I'll make sure she get in contact with you. Trust me. In 2-3 days, she'll know you looking for her. Cause next time I see her in the chat, I'm gonna tell her. Got hurricane. When I email her vacation voucher, I tell her then. My boss said she got them vacations for you. My boss sent me a vacation. It said you had to pay the taxes on the hotel, and that was it. That was it. It wasn't nothing else in fine print or nothing. I guess if you get the vacation, you just pay the taxes on whatever the hotel is. So it was like maybe $30 or $40. But it said you had a time limit to do that, right? If you accepted the vacation, I think you had like, I forgot what it said, my boss. I don't want to lie up here. But it said you had a certain time in order to pay the taxes or else it would expire. So I just didn't. That's why I didn't do it right then and there, you know. But I'll do it definitely. And I didn't use it. So it didn't come off of whatever you sent. It's just there still. So if you send it again, I could do it. And I'll pay the taxes and see. There go Mom Boss. What's up, Mom Boss? Mom Boss hit the link. See what Mom Boss got for us. What you got for us, Mom Boss?
Hey, Beats, can you hear me okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Good. I just wanted to come up here real quick to explain to you about the vacation voucher. If that one has expired, because I can't remember how long they actually last, that's okay. I'll just send you another one. But what it said is it depends on which one I send you. Did I send you a Vegas one or did I send you because you said you didn't have a passport, right?
Right, I didn't have a passport. No, it didn't say Vegas. It was just like a hotel thing.
Anywhere. Right.
Right. It said I could go to a hotel and then I had to pay the taxes. That was it though. It didn't say I had to pay the nights or nothing. It just said
no, that's right. The taxes, that's what it said. You should have read the whole thing. That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna send you another one and make sure you read everything. Basically, the $15 taxes is per night for the 4 nights. So basically that's where the 40 something dollars, that's what that total comes from. So you're registering the trip, but you have 2 years to decide where you're going, when you're going, all that. You just have to get the actual voucher registered so it doesn't expire.
yeah. You see Sis over here, he just be fucking with you. Don't get so mad at him, Miss Mom Boss. Look, he put all business.
No, that's me and his thing. All business. He called me Mom, babe. I'm cool.
Yeah, he just be fucking with you.
I don't have no issue with nobody. I'm all down with joking and, around and playing around and all that. We can do all that all day long. I don't care about nobody talking about, me, my little, I got a little raisin breast over here and my man love them. But, all that's fun and games. Like, come and try to be disparaging about my business that you don't know nothing about, that feeds my family, just how you go. You don't want me going talking nothing bad about your job. So don't talk nothing about my business because I'm not a scammer, far from a scammer. All I do is try to give people knowledge and I give people free game all the time on my channel. But everything isn't free. And my business is known, it's a business, a 17-year-old business, A+ better business rating. Have helped members get $500 million increase in their income. So that's the goal. Like B said, we have to do better. Like quit trying to go buy the Jordans. Go get you some Jordan stock instead this month. Like
yeah, but Jordan, that would be Nike.
Right, that's right. But that's my point. I'm just saying, like, so then if you have some stock and your money is growing a little bit, then you won't feel so well. I'm just saying, then maybe you can look at it like, okay, well, I didn't waste the money. I do have some stock here.
Right. And it won't go all the way to zero, depending if the company you buy is a bad company. That's what I like to do. I like to look into the company and see what the company is actually about. That way, when it goes down and I'm reading, like I was showing earlier, I don't know if you guys came in, I was showing about the company I like to invest. They ain't doing nothing but growing, but the goddamn stock price keep going down. So it's like the people that's not paying attention, they would be done sold by now. It's putting a lot of sell pressure on the market. And they not understanding that the company is actually growing. We in the top 13. The company I'm invested in is called CleanSpark, right? That's one of my biggest positions.
Put that in the comments. You the reason that I invested in that some months ago. When you
right now you see, if you look at the company, right? If you look at the company, just because the stock price going down, that's talking about the overall economic. Just like Amazon, all of those companies been crashing. Everything in the whole market ever since fucking they start raising these interest rates. All of the companies been going down. But we have to understand that's an opportunity. That's an opportunity to start buying because it's cheaper, right? I don't understand what's wrong with the human mind. When they see things go up, that's when they want to buy. It makes no sense to me, right? When it goes down, that's when you want to buy. You want to continue buy, right? You don't want to just buy a little bit and stop. You want to keep reading the news and get as much ownership as you can for that next bull cycle. When that bull cycle comes, that's when you start selling the same way you bought it. You sell little at a time. So the higher it goes, you sell a little bit. It keeps going up higher, you sell a little bit more. If that thing moonshot, you sell every goddamn thing because guess what? What goes up must come down. But, I'll talk about that when it's selling time. Right now, it ain't selling time. It's accumulation time, right? We want to accumulate. because right now in the market it's been going down. It only could go down but so long before it starts going back up. Because you gotta understand, a lot of people don't understand this. They don't make money off taxes if you're not making money in the markets, right? The government wants your tax dollars. So how are you gonna pay taxes if you ain't making no money in the market? So the market is designed to go up over the long term anyway. Because they're going to get money. Like, say I make $1 million in the stock market, I got to pay 30% to the government. So they getting 300,000 of that right off the break. But they can't get no money if I ain't making no money, right? So it's designed to go up in the long run. It's not just going to go to shit forever and ever. But that's what happens when we going through this. People think it's just going to go to shit forever and ever. But it's going to turn around eventually if you invested in the right companies, you're doing your research, you know, you're thinking about the future, things like that, you know. My boss, Mayo, cool. If you could tell her contact Biz, that would be great.
I will. I'll do that if I get my video uploaded, because I'm doing 25 days of Vlogmas. I don't know if you guys know about Vlogmas, but it's where content creators basically make videos for all of December. Basically Christmas related, you know, where they vlogging, you know, their day. So something cool, you know, chill, laid back, different, you know, activities going on. So not the same thing if anybody. So she be in my chat because she liked my videos and stuff. So
you said 25 days of Vlogmas?
Vlogmas,
So that's like when you just going around talking about Christmas?
Well, like for instance, like day one could have been like, I'm gonna use this as an example, like me and the kids putting up the Christmas tree. You know, day two could be Christmas shopping. Day three could be making Christmas gingerbread houses. Day four could be a road, like if we have a dance competition, so we on the highway going to a dance competition. Like it's just basically you're vlogging for 25 days straight. And that's what different content creators do that have an all-rounded channel. The ones that have the family channel, you know, the challenges, the pranks, the reactions. That's basically what my channel is, on top of me showing you how you can travel the world for pennies on the dollar, how you can, you know, fix your own credit, repair your, you know, eliminate debt, increase your cash flow. Like we're basically showing my lifestyle and how you can have this same lifestyle too, and you don't have to just have a job. No, I'm not telling you to quit your job, and I'm telling you to build something else while you have your job. That's all.
Yeah, and that's what you like to do. So I can't. That's why I told you in the chat. I'm gonna let you do your thing. You know, you got your thing. I got my thing. You cool. I'm not about to get mad at you because you do your thing. I'm gonna let you do your thing. You do your thing. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I ain't mad at nobody for what they have going on, but sometimes it's information out there that can be valuable and helpful for you, and you don't know. You may not know that you can eliminate this debt, because when you eliminate debt, then it increases your cash flow. So then you're not living paycheck to paycheck.
Now,
so
see,
you can have money to invest.
Some of the things you say be dead on it. Like you right. If you eliminate debt, then you don't have to pay debt. Like right now, when I be talking about, perfect example. I'm talking about these interest rate hikes that Jerome Powell is going to announce on Wednesday, right? Everybody that has a brain should be listening to what he about to say. When he raised the interest rates he's raising, people don't understand that's on your debt, right? So it costs 5% more money to loan for a loan. So when he's raising these rates, all it's doing is discouraging people from taking out loans and mortgages and things, because the amount of money you have to pay to borrow the money goes up because he's raising those interest rates. So it's kind of like he's trying to stop people from buying things because it's supply and demand. So the more people buy houses, the more the price of the houses go up. So if Jerome Powell, the chair reserve federal guy, if he's looking, he's saying, yo, people, the price is going up too high because inflation is making everything go up. So I'm going to raise these interest rates on the money that you borrow. So now it's that much more for you to get that mortgage. It costs that much more for you to have credit card debt. So your credit card debt now is more expensive because he's raising the rates, which discourages the consumer to take out those loans and to go get those car loans and any kind of debt. That's what the interest rates are being raised on. So once he start cutting the interest rates, that's going to stimulate the economy. It's going to send all your equities and your markets back up. But I think the next market to fall is the housing market. You know, the housing market has to fall next because everything else fell except the housing market. So when we see the housing market fall, what do we do, guys? We're not going to fucking be scared. We're going to go buy up some assets, right? That's what you're supposed to do. When the market crash, that's when we buy, right? When it fucking red in the streets, when it's blood in the streets, that's when Warren Buffett bought Geico. When Geico was at all-time lows and they was going through financial hardship. That's when Warren Buffett said, you know what? Shit, y'all crazy. I'm buying this shit. And now look at Geico, one of the top insurance companies in the world, right? So we waiting for blood in the streets. When everybody, foreclosures going all around the place, guess what? I'm sitting in the background like, hey, it's time to buy another house. Right now at the low. Why would I want to buy the house when everything is going up? Then I don't get any money out of that, right? I want to buy it at the bottom so when it goes up, I get the most profits. So we have to change our way of thinking.
Right, you're absolutely right. That's why I say bad debt hurts you. Because for one, not only with him increasing what you're paying in debt, so now when you have bad credit, you're gonna pay 3-4 times for the house. Because
exactly. Now, see, that type of shit you saying is facts. I could co-sign that shit. When you talking about the higher the lower your credit score is, the higher they're gonna charge you on interest rates. And remember, this dude is jacking up the interest rates, the rate hikes. That's what he's saying. When he's talking about raising rates, he's talking about raising the rates on your debt, right? So if you just now going to get a mortgage, your mortgage is going to be that much higher because he's raising the interest rates. Like when I bought my house, for instance, my house, I bought it in the middle of the donut shop, the whole thing, right? And what was happening then? People were scared. Nobody was buying anything. We thought the world was going to end because everybody was getting sick, dropping dead. So people was trying to save their money. They were scared. So what was happening? The prices was dropping on the houses during that time. So I bought my house at that time. My interest rate was like 2.5% when I bought my house. On my interest on the amount of money that I borrowed, they charged me 2%, 2.5% on my money. Right now, the interest rates on a house is at somewhere almost 7%. Right? It don't sound like a lot, but that's a whole lot when you're dealing with hundreds of thousands of dollars. So like, right, if my house, my mortgage is around $2,000 a month I pay, right? So if somebody was to buy my same house right now, they would have to pay like $3,400 a month for the same house I got because they raising the interest rates. What that do? It discouraged people from buying. So if I put my house on the market right now, it might not sell because people like, shit, I'm not paying that much money. You know what I'm saying? When I'm paying only this. So that's what we have to pay attention to. And December, yes, Ashgaro, she said, will I go to live on December 14th? Yes, I will, because that's an important date. Right. And then you got to remember, the next time they're meeting after that will be February. They're going to skip January. January will be no meeting. So February, he'll come back to the table again. This shit is all a game. It's all a game. Right. They just playing with your fucking mind. They know what they're going to do in the end. They just do it slowly but surely. And then when you invest, remember, every company has to tell you what they do every 3 months. They have to give you a progress report on how the business is going. So you might make sure you keep up on their what they call them, earnings reports. So CleanSpark has an earning report coming out on the 14th, and the stock market federal Jerome Powell dude is coming out talking about the interest rates on the 14th. So the 14th might be a great day for me. And then I'm gonna come on here and I'm gonna show you what happened to my portfolio on the 14th. You know what I'm saying? I want you to see, like, damn, that shit going up, or damn, that shit going down. That's why I always show. I'm very transparent. You know, I show y'all what the fuck going on. Everyone about to head out with the family. Good. Enjoy your family. Make sure that they have a good time today. That's 27. Darren said that. Hi, all. What's up, Mr. Gene? I think California raising minimum wage to $15 an hour is going to keep housing at a certain bottom. Right. It ain't going to crash all the way, but it ain't going to drop. I mean, it ain't going to stay high forever either. It's going to crash. Like every time something go up, it come down, but it always come down higher than it did the last time. If you buying good assets, like properties and shit. What's up, Miss Mom Boss? Are you still here?
My bad. I was on mute.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm still here. I have nothing else to say, I think, but yeah, you're right. So we have to eliminate debt. So when you do go out and get the things that you do want, the house, the car, you're not paying so much interest. So you're paying 2 and 3 times for debt, because you're losing money. Same thing with
Right.
the car. You want to keep your credit card under 30%, but you really want to keep it under 10. That way you're keeping, your money.
Yeah, you keeping your utilization rate. The goal is not to pay. I heard Warren Buffett say something the other day. He said, everybody got credit card debt. He said, I'll loan you some money. He said, I'll loan you some money for a guaranteed 26%. If you look at the credit cards, right, look at the amount of interest they charge you on your purchases. They're making a racket. That's how they hope you stay in debt, right? When I use my credit cards, I make sure I pay the balance off every month. Unless it's an emergency, that's the only time I use my credit card, and it'll be a balance on there for more than a month because it's something that happened that I couldn't control, right? Other than that, my shit is paid off every month in full because I'm not buying anything that I don't have the money to buy, right? I'm not gonna, because I need a TV. I'm not going to go to the store because I got a credit card and then go buy a TV and put it on my credit card and let that fucking balance sit there, because then I'll be paying and pay the minimum payment. That's the dumbest setup in the world, because you'll pay for that TV three times before you end that balance, right? You want to make, okay, say I got the money for the TV. Now we talking. I go in there and buy the TV on my credit card and I pay the bill off. I get my rewards points. Everything good. We even. It's just like a transaction, and I got money from rewards. That's how I use my credit cards. I got 6 different credit cards, one for everything, right? I got one for my light bill, my internet bill, any type of bill like that. I got a credit card for that. I got a certain credit card I use just for gas. Why? Because I'm gonna buy gas anyway. I'm gonna pay my lights and shit anyway. So I put it on the credit card. Then when the bill come, I pay the whole bill, because you gotta pay your bills, right? And you gonna pay your light bill. So I just Peter pay Paul they ass. You know what I'm saying? I do that shit every month. My credit's sitting at 800. It was 806. It was. I gotta check it again. It's probably like, because it fluctuates. It don't stay right there the whole time. But it's probably like, it's a high 7s or 8, because it was at 806 last time. It probably go up or down a little bit, 10 points here and there, because that's how it do. Say, salute to you, can catch the replay. Oh yeah, Jay. You can catch the replay, Jay. Yeah. Anything else you had to add, Mom Balls? Anybody else want to hit the link on this topic? Gene always in here. Gene say, I recently bought a Honda S2000 for $28K, and I bought it cash. The bank offered me a personal loan on it for 8%, and I didn't go for that. That's a good idea, because you would end up paying longer for that car, right? You bought it cash. Now you don't have to, you don't owe shit. It's your car. And that particular car goes up in value, because that's a good Honda. A lot of people like those Hondas if you keep it in good shape and shit. You don't want to be crashing a car, fucking the seats up. You keep it in good shape, you could probably make the same money for it when you go to sell it.
Right, my son bought his first 3 cars cash, and he's just 18.
Right, now that's how you do it. You don't have that. But look, sometimes you want a payment, because that helps your credit too.
Getting a payment now, yeah, right, with the 730. Right, once we got that credit, because he wasn't going to try to get no car with no 500s, no. So the 736 should get him a.
Once you get your credit score up, then it makes no sense to have a car. But like sometimes that car payment will help your credit, right? Because they see you have a loan. Because the credit bureau goes by like different types of credit. You want to have personal loans, this and that, all of those different. It's like, right. And if you don't, because sometimes I heard of people having a car loan, and soon as they pay off their car, their credit score drop, because they don't have that loan anymore. So you want to kind of replace that with another loan to keep your credit score up. So it's a game that they play, basically.
Right. With a good loan. But right, you're absolutely right. That's what does it. So I'm thinking with this, it's gonna push him up even more as long as he's, making the payments, because he's gonna pay it off. And instead of 5 years, he's gonna pay it off in 2.5, and that's because we have a system where you can eliminate debt, where you putting a little bit more here. So now that entire note will be eliminated, and you can use that money to do other things.
Other things. You can use that money to invest.
That's the goal. You can the first part, everybody at the beginning of the year need to correct their W-4. If you don't know how to do that, that's where I come in at. But it's on the IRS website, correct your W-4, starting with adding you a home-based business. Because now you have additional write-offs. The employee is the most tax person. So adding
Right, and that, you know, Miss Mom Balls, that's what Juicy Fruit was telling me. And I'm gonna tell you guys something. Y'all gonna see it in the work. When this bull market come back and my portfolio start rising, I am going to buy me a dump truck. I'm gonna buy me a dump truck and I'm gonna put it on my property that I own. Then I'm gonna get with y'all and y'all gonna help me get these tax write-offs set up. I'm gonna get my property out here, turn it into a business property. That where I park my truck at. Now my house and my internet, my light bill, everything gonna be a tax writable because it's a business expense now. See?
You can do that now.
Yeah, but I don't have a dump truck yet.
You don't need the dump truck. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You can write off up to $14,000 of your mortgage right now. That's what you're not listening to me. That's why me and you need to hook up today. You can do that right now.
I just don't want to fuck with the IRS and get my shit.
Wow, I'm telling, this is on the IRS website. See, that's what. See, maybe me and you need to do a panel where we pull up the IRS. Good. See, I'm not back here. I can't share my screen. Like, well, we pull it up and I show you the deductions for a home-based business. You ain't doing nothing wrong.
But okay, now you saying a home-based business. What is the business if I don't have one yet?
You're gonna have one.
What we gonna call it?
Thinking it. The business that I offer for $9.95 is a business within a business. So you can use that. That's your business. So now you can write off your internet, your cell phone bill, $14,000 of your rent or your mortgage, $12,500 from your son because you can hire him. You can write off.
So what if I got the dump truck?
When you get the dump truck, now you just gonna add the LLC to that and make it even better.
Yeah, cause I want to buy the dump truck because that shit make money. I can make like $5,000-6,000 a week with that shit.
Right, I already know my dude on the same thing as far as trying to get a truck and all this. So yeah, you on the right track. But right, you don't have to wait. That's the thing. You can increase your cash flow now, so you can go buy that dump truck cash.
Yeah, that's what I want to do. That's why I said when this market reverse and I start seeing the benefits from my investing. And I start getting that money back, like 50, 60, 70,000. I want to sell and buy the business, the dump truck, and then put it on my property and then turn my property into like a lot, because now I can write my property off as a business expense. Like, this is my office. You see what I'm saying? And then now I got lights and shit in my house. I got my kids. They could be employees. Because they sending me out on jobs, make them answer the phone.
That now with this $9.95 business that I'm offering, and have been.
Sis hit you with the all business.
I already know this is always all business because that's what it's about. That's how we're gonna create wealth and put our kids ahead of where we started. They not gonna get ahead.
Look at what this guy said. Gene, he said some of my co-workers do DoorDash to be considered an independent contractor to write off vehicle repairs.
Yes. Right. You can write off some of your car entries. Man, oh my God, it's mind blowing what you can do. That's what I'm talking about.
Well, maybe we should have a panel like that where you could come up and you could show proof because you're gonna have people that's watching.
I got a video on I got a live that I did on my own channel actually where I did all that, but it don't matter to me. You can do something together. It's not a problem, but baby, it's there. You'll be.
I saw this not to bring them up, but I saw Ears and Sister T. They had a panel where they had both of their channels going. Mm-hmm. You could put it on both of our channels. I don't know how they did that. I don't know how they did that, but we could do that.
I know how. They just both went live at the same time, and since whoever StreamYard that they use, that's how they were both on there. So it don't matter. You use your StreamYard or mine, and we could just do it.
Yeah, because that might be good, and then you showing shit right from the IRS, and we could have Juicy Fruit come up because she's good with that. She could, like see if we doing shit right. We could have people because I don't want to. My thing is I just don't want to mislead the people. because the people
I be on the phone with millionaires every day. We missing it. We missing it. They showing you how to keep your money and invest it and flip it. It's legal. Like look up the company MyEcon. That's the company that I'm with. A 17-year-old company. I'm offering you a digital service. It's not my product. You gonna sign up, you gonna get your own website, sign in, and you start where you need to start. If you need to correct your W4, go do this 8-minute training, do that. All you need to learn how to read your credit report, learn how to understand the score, learn how to freeze those not just the 3 main credit bureaus that they always talk about, but the other 50. Like learn how to freeze those secondary reports. Use our pre-written letter system where basically the letters are basically you plug in, okay, which type of letter you sending? Oh, okay, bam, do that, bam, 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 print it out, send it. Like you just do the steps. Like ain't no point in paying someone hundreds, even thousands of dollars to repair your credit when honestly no one can fix your credit but you. They can't contact the bureaus on your behalf, the creditors on your behalf. Why you think they send you the letters for you to sign and for you to send them out? So why are you paying someone else to do what you can get the knowledge yourself, the knowledge that no one can take away from you, the knowledge that you can give your children and they can give their children, and it can just go on, in your family. Like it's mind blowing the credit knowledge and the financial literacy knowledge that I've gained as just being a part of this business for almost 2 years. Like, man, like people have we've increased cash flow. I know I increased my cash flow last year over 25,000. People increase their cash flow 50,000, 100,000, 250,000, $1 million. It's a guy right now, Biz. He reminds me so much of you in this business. His name is Javier. He's made millions in this business, and he's 22. He started at 18 years old. Like I'm telling you, we missing it. You can do all that what you said right now without that dump truck, and then use with the knowledge and what we telling you on top of what you already know. And get that dump truck for cash. Get more than one dump truck.
Shit, I want one at a time. I don't want to overwhelm myself.
Instead of writing off 14,000 on your rent a mortgage, like you said, now the entire thing is a write-off.
Right, and my light bill and all that's what Juicy Fruit was telling us. I got a question for you. Somebody in the chat.
Where you think she learned it from? She was in my video when I was teaching all that, and because she commented, was like she didn't know a lot of what I said. Right, all that is a write-off.
She said I could write off my clothes and shit.
Exactly. I write off everything. When I post pictures talking about whether it's a credit business or traveling, travel is my business. So guess what? My bikini is a write-off. I ain't supposed to be on the beach in a suit talking about my business.
So you on vacation in a bikini and you take that receipt and you give it to them as a fucking business expense.
Say I'm on a family vacation and somebody want to know, oh, well, how are you paying $49 a night, all inclusive, to stay here? Well, let me show you. I done talked about my business, so now that's marketing. That family trip has now become an expense, a write-off. Like we already doing it anyway. We just overthinking. We already doing it. We already traveling, but y'all booking on public websites that they overcharging on, telling you getting deals. 1 or 2 people on all those websites, so they getting the money no matter which website you order from. So why not get it wholesale? Like if you got a Sam's Club membership, people get Sam's Club memberships. Why? Because they want to pay their wholesale price. They want to get it in bulk. They want to pay less. That's all what my travel club is about. You're saving up to 70% on your travel, your hotel, vacation homes, excursions, rental cars.
You know what I think, Miss Mom Boss? I think you should have somebody that's actually signed up to your business, right? Come out and talk about what they've been getting and the benefits that they have, so these people could kind of like back off of you.
Followers on Facebook. That's all we talk about all day long on Facebook.
And then I got a question for you for somebody named Jean. It say, Mom Boss, is it good for your credit to do balance transfers?
Hell yeah.
Yes, I agree.
A new credit card, transfer that old.
You transfer your balance, and then they actually they give you like a time limit where you don't have to pay interest on it.
Do that.
But you want to transfer your balance and then pay it though. Don't just transfer that motherfucker and let it sit there.
No, because then you're doing the same thing over again, and we're trying to avoid. We're not doing the same thing over and over.
So like in certain credit cards, they do transfer balance, and you could transfer the balance and say they give you like 12 months 0 APR. That means no interest. Or some of them do like 24 months. So say you got like 5,000 you owe on a certain card. You open up the new card, you transfer the balance from that card to the new card, right? So now that other card you have is like 0, but you still want to keep it active. Don't close it, because when you close it, that's not good either. You keep it active, but the other one that you just opened, you pay on that shit and you don't have to pay interest, right? You won't have to pay interest for 24 months. Because the credit card company, what they're doing, they're hoping that you don't pay the balance like you're supposed to. And then they're going to charge you interest off the money that you owe. But you know that, okay, I got 24 months to pay this 5,000. Let me pay them $150, $200 a month. Get this shit down. Get this shit down. I want this balance 0 by the time the 24 months expire. So now you got, the balance is over where you don't owe interest. So yes, that is a good thing to do. But you can't open a transfer credit card if you don't have good credit in the first place. They won't give you that option. So you got to keep your credit somewhere manageable in order to do those type of tricks. But that is a good idea.
Right, and I have a 5-day credit hack where you can come in and boost your score within 50 to 30 points, maybe more, within 7 days. Like it's missing pieces. You may have too many. You only need one name, one address, one phone number, one social security number, one birth date, one job, unless you got more, or one business, or you got more. Like, your credit report needs to be accurate. All those things on your credit report extra affects you. You got 50 million addresses on your credit report, that's affecting you. If your name is on there a lot of times misspelled, that's affecting you.
I'm so glad I'm past all that.
Right, and that's just the beginning, and people just don't know that little portion. And then let's think about the people that don't.
Oh, Gene, that's 750. He said he had a 750. You good with that, brother?
So yeah,
you can open up a damn transfer balance right now.
Let's get you to 850, like my business partner did. I had a business partner that went from 520 to 800 in less than 12 months.
That I know that damn 750. That, bro, all you need to buy a house is a 680.
Right,
you get a 680, you could get a house, but you're gonna get a good on the high end of interest rates. You get a 720, you good. 720 is good. Anything more than like 750 is basically like a bragging contest. You know what I'm saying? Once you get to a certain point, it's like you just bragging, like, oh, I got 825, motherfucker. Like, well, I got an 830. It's just like bragging. But like they wanted to 750, bro. You in good shape. Like that is a good ass credit score. When you go somewhere, they calling you sir. They like sir. Yeah. So you could definitely get your transfer balance if you have a high balance somewhere and you want to be able to transfer that. You can do that. And what you want to do is, I could do it now. Go on Google, right, and put in top transfer balance cards, and they'll give you a list, right? You don't have to go through Credit Karma or none of those people, because all they want to do is sell you the damn credit card. That's what that's there for. But you could go looking for it on your own, and it'll tell you. And then you do reviews. You read what people say about it, and they have different cards that'll help you with that, you know. And you apply for it, and then they'll give it to you, and then you transfer your balance, and they give you a certain amount of time where you don't have to pay interest, so you could try to get that balance down. Miss Highly Favored, appreciate you for pulling up. I'm like 13,000 in for unsecured debt. What you say about that, Miss Mom Boss?
Oh, that's fine. Do you have a business, Gene? Do you have business credit?
Can you read the chat, Miss Mom Boss?
I can see it.
All right.
But yeah, that's why I brag on my son. Like, okay, yeah, he just 18 with this score, so you can say what you want. I wish I had that at 18, but like you
well, Mr. Gene, that $13,000 that you have in unsecured debt, that's charging you interest every month. You want to get that down as fast as possible. So I think you should transfer that balance and start working on paying that down, because they charge you interest every month on that. They say no, just mostly paying bills. Man, I wish you could hit the link so you could explain. Right, we could try to help you. Cause I see you say no, just mostly paying bills. What do you mean no, just no to the business? You don't have a business. You just mostly paying bills with that.
Oh no, see, that's why you need a business.
You hear, right. Mom Boss, all business.
Everybody in America should have a business. Everybody.
No, that's a fact.
It lowers your tax. Come on now. That's the goal. You need to lower your taxes.
We all should have a business. You're right. I heard that from multiple people. They say I don't give a damn if it's a grass cutting business. If you get a lawnmower,
it was free. I offer my business free for Black Friday for an entire 10 days for free. You could come in for free and see what it was about. Like, come on now, like people don't. It's about. But I had over 100 people join the team. So
you say, yeah, just paying bills with credit cards, Mr. Gene. Pay that shit, man. They gonna charge you interest on that shit. $13,000. You just got to think, man. You paying most average credit card is between 18 and 26%. So you do the math. They're gonna charge you more than that. So what I think you should do, right, is whatever credit card, if you could afford the payment, don't pay the minimum payment, pay a little extra. In the meantime, try to open up a balance transfer. Transfer that whole balance to another card that gonna give you like 24 months without you paying no interest. And then attack that balance, right? Because what I tell people, say I got $1,000 on my credit card and I pay $500. That means that $500 is now open to me again if I need it. But if I don't need it, I don't have to pay it, right? So I can always have that there. So say you got that $13,000 and you like, man, I got an extra $1,000 this month. Attack that shit. Now you got $12,000. If you happen to need that $1,000, you can use it again. But if not, that's still your money. It's going to the good. So next month you keep attacking that shit till you get it all the way down, and that way you won't have to pay so much interest on that. But because that is a lot of debt to be on a credit card. $13,000 is a lot. And I also tell people don't start investing if you have that much debt, because now you could take that money you invest in and pay that debt off first and then invest.
Now,
I got around 100,000 in cash.
You need to start.
Hey, hold on, Gene over here talking that big buck.
Yeah, you need to start your business so some of that 13,000 can become an expense, not a bill. So you can write some of that off in 2023 and still buy you a house. When
he said he got 100,000 in cash that he afraid to invest, that he wants to buy a house with. That's investing. If you buy a piece of property, that is investing. So you doing good. You're doing good. Okay. I would still pay some of that 13,000 off, right? With that 100 grand. You don't have to pay it all because you got more. You got like 7 or 8 times more cash than you have debt. So that's still good. You know what I'm saying? But just make sure you pay those payments aggressively. Get that debt out. And then when the market, trust me, when the market is, I have my realtor. I should call his ass right now. He might answer the phone. And he'll come and tell me when is the time to buy, right? My realtor, he's licensed in a few different states, and he's telling me like right now is not the time to be buying. Just hold off. Wait until like the mid of next year when these housing prices start coming down, right? When the prices start coming down, that's when you deploy that capital and buy you a nice piece of property, right? And then with 100 grand, you don't have to put it all down. You could put 20,000, 25, 30,000 down and still have some cash in reserve, right? So you don't have to put all of that money into a house like that. It's good if you do because you have a less payment every month, but you still want to have something in the hole, right? Something in the background.
I have a lot of realtors in this business too, because think about it. They come across people that want to buy houses, but they don't have good credit. So this is a digital service that you offer them. They fix their own credit. They come back to you buy the house. So you won both ways. Like
Gene said, you thinking I should start paying off this credit card debt? Absolutely. Hell yeah. They charge you interest on that. Every month you paying fucking interest on that. At least pay some of it. You don't gotta pay it all, right? But pay some of it. Pay shit. I would try to aggressively pay that down. Like, right? I just told you this dude, Jerome Powell, talking about raising interest rates. He's talking about your credit cards. He's been raising the interest rates all year. Go look at your statement and see the amount of interest that you've been paying this whole year has been going up because this dude keep raising interest rates. The interest rates is on your debt. So yes, you're paying more, right? So I would pay a little bit. Like say your bill, $13,000. I don't know how much that bill is. Probably $500, $600 a month. Pay $800 a month, $1,000 a month. Just get that shit out of there. You know You don't got to pay all $13,000 today and cancel it. But the good news is, if you did pay all $13,000, guess what? That credit card is wide open again. You could do it again, right? And you're gonna get rewards points.
Yes.
I don't keep no back. Hey, and another thing, Gene, if you paid that damn debt off, your credit score will go from 750 somewhere 800. And that's a fact. That's a fact, bro. Because you got a lot of debt right there.
Yeah. Yes, Jamie.
If you get that 13,000 out and you already got a 750, that shit gonna go to goddamn 790. You gonna see? I don't think the housing market is dropping that much soon as well. Right, you have to give it time to drop. Because look, let me tell you why the stocks crash. Thanks you for interacting, Mr. Gene. That's what's up. This is why I got the channel, so we could talk about things like this, give you a different opinion. We all could bounce these ideas off each other. It's good. Mom boss up here because she's good with the credit situation as well, right? So this is what I got this platform for. People like this that want to really talk about business. So look, the housing market, it goes slower than the stock market because a stock or Bitcoin or something like that is liquid. That means I could just push a button on my phone and sell everything I got right now, right? It's like at my hands. When you put a house on the market, what happens? You got to sit there for 30 days. Houses are not as liquid as equities like stock or Bitcoin or something like that. So that's why it takes a longer time for you to see the reaction in the housing market, right? So when the stock market crash, it can happen in 2-3 days because everybody's watching and all you gotta do is push sell and that shit is sell your shit that same second, right? So that's based off of more emotion. The housing market, you can't just sell today. I can't just go outside and put a sign in my house and my shit sell and I just sell today. It doesn't work like that. It has at least 30 to 60 days for my shit to get sold. If I'm in a hot market, sometimes it'll take 6 months for somebody to come buy your property. So it kind of like keep the market stable for a while, right? But then the dominoes start to fall little by little because supply and demand. The more people that's not out here buying houses, the lower the person. Like say I got my house listed for $500,000. Don't nobody want to buy it. What I'm gonna do? I'm gonna say shit, fuck it. I take $475. That's what helped the market come down, right? So we want the houses going to stay on the market longer because the interest rates up so high, which is going to make the homeowners have to take less money for their house. And that's going to bring the whole market down. But it takes a longer time than a stock because a stock, I could just push sell. Fuck this shit. I'm out and I'm gone today. And that's why the market crashed faster than the housing market.
Hey, Gene, if you didn't want to pay it all off at once to make it seem like it's just taking a big chunk of your money, I did a little quick calculation. Like I said, we have a debt elimination calculator where if, I don't know what your APR is, but I did it at 23%, just general. And if you paid $2,200 a month towards that debt, you can have it gone in 7 months. And you'll be increasing your credit score as you're doing that. And go ahead getting that debt out the way. But like B said, if you do the balance transfer the full debt, now you don't have no APR for a certain amount of time, and then you can pay the $2,200 a month. So now you still not paying the interest on it. So do that.
We talking about balance transfer. Watch this. BALANCE. Balance transfer cards. I'm about to look it up.
I got a list of all types.
I got one right here. Say 21 months. 21 months, 0 APR. Let me see if I can share this screen so you can see. See, these are the type of shit that I be doing, man. This is all you got to do, right? Let me see. Present, share screen, window. I'm going to go to the window right here. Can you see it, my boss? Pop up.
Yes, something's coming up. Yes, I see it.
All right, you see it right there, Mr. Gene? That's pretty good. I gotta have a good score to buy a house, right? You don't have to have anything higher than the 740, bro. You want me to call my realtor? He answered me. He gonna say, "What's up, bro?" He talked to me about the stock market all day, right? You see what it say? Pay 0 interest until 2024. Say banks are offering incredibly long periods of 0% intro APR interest. If you are carrying a balance on a high interest card or looking to make a big purchase in the coming months, it's time to switch cards and save money. Our credit experts, blah, 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 has hand selected the cards below because of their long 0% entry APR. These offers range from 12 months all the way up to 21 months, 0%. It got one right here called Citi. Zero balance transfer card holders get 2 years of 0% for 21 months. It say nearly 2 years. Then on balance transfers right here, then 17.4% to 28. God damn, 28 is high. That depends on your credit score, right? And then you got, it say 10 of them. So you got your options here. You know what I'm saying? This is what you do. Quick, Capital One Quicksilver card right there. Got the Wells Fargo card. You got Citibank, another one, custom cash card. Got the balance transfer with Discover. So basically you go on things like this and you start looking and see which ones you like. Read this shit right here. See, this card doesn't have a rewards program, but it's just all basically, this is just for transfer and balance, no rewards. I'm looking for rewards. Fuck that bullshit. I want to get rewards. So let's see what it got. Intro rewards. This card's offer a rewards program. See? Where card holders earn cash back in the form of statement credit when using their Wells Fargo card on everyday purchases. So you got to buy stuff to get the cards. If a card holder, you can get up to $600 cell phone protection. So these are things you look at, Mr. Gene, right? And all I did on here, right, was go up here in this search bar and I type balance transfer cards right here. 10 best balance transfer cards. That's what I did. So you see that, Mr. G? He said I should jump on something like that. Right. So that's what I do. You know, and I'm telling you, it's out there. Just look for it. What you think about these cards right here, Miss Mom Boss? She probably put me on mute real quick.
No, I'm right here. My daughter asking for some stuff. No, that's a good card. They are. I was actually looking up some other reward cards as well because I have a list of 50 plus and the required credit score, required and everything. You know, people don't go out and do their research, and that's what I do. I go get the research that people don't want to go out and look for.
You see, Mr. Gene? There you go, right there. They say from 12 months all the way to 24 months, you apply for this shit. You got a good credit score, they're going to give you a response, and then they'll transfer your balance, and you won't have to pay no interest for this amount of time, and then you could take your time and pay that $13,000 off, right? You don't have to pay it off all at one lump sum. You could take your time with knowing that you don't have any interest to pay. Anybody else got any questions? Something like that? While we up here? You got Mom Boss up here. She could answer your questions. Don't come up asking no stupid shit though. I don't want her to get mad at me. Cause y'all over here fucking teasing her and shit. She alright. So we got that. We can take that off the screen. Just help them with that. Anybody else got any questions in the chat?
Right, I'm available. I'm still here for questions.
Yeah, Miss Mom Boss still up here. Hey, Miss Mom Boss, we probably should have a panel like this.
I'm down. Let me know. Like, I'm serious. I've been saying this for months, but you know, like I said, I've been doing it on my page. I've been showing travel stuff. Deals,
Sis fucking with you.
All
business.
Yeah, he gonna do that all day long. He do that in my chat. It's allowable. You know,
he just being funny. Sis a good dude, man. He not a bad dude.
That's a shirt. That's a shirt. He telling y'all to order y'all shirt. That's why he keep putting that in the chat.
Oh, you got a shirt?
Tell him, sis, it was his idea. All business. You know, I'm always all business.
Oh, see? You taking it? You said that video they made, it was funny, and then they turned it into a shirt.
Funny as hell with the blonde lady.
You know you was laughing because everybody was laughing at that shit.
I was laughing and I showed everybody that I could. I was like, y'all want to see this video that they made? Laughing, hilarious.
Esquero's talking about semiconductors. That's the little microchips, right, Esquero? That they put it. See, she's talking about this is why we need this kind of community. I hope this shit grow. Even if you don't understand, listen, people, if you don't understand nothing we talking about, just sit and listen and you're going to start understanding. Because guess what? I didn't understand none of this shit at one point either. Right? You got to pull a chair up and just say, man, fuck, what they talking about? And then that's how you learn. Right? You don't just get on your bike and ride down the street and know what you're doing. You got to fall off that shit. No, your mother got to tell you, put your helmet on because she know you going to bust your ass. Right? You don't just jump in the car and get on the interstate going 80. You're going to kill somebody, right? You got to learn how the brakes work. You got to learn about your turn signals. You know, you got to make sure your lights is working. I'm super bullish on green energy. Me too. They call that shit ESG. When you see that ESG, that's what they talking about with the green and green energy initiative. Matter of fact, Joe Biden passed some bill about pushing that. That's along with electric vehicles, right? We gotta pay attention what they doing, and we want to invest in the trend. The trend is what everybody knows. The trend, electric vehicles is coming. They pushing that shit. So own some of that shit. I like the electric vehicle charging stations more than the car companies because all of the cars got to get their car charged, right? I would rather own Mobile than to own one of these car dealerships because Mobile put gas in all these fucking cars. No matter what car you got to go to goddamn gas station, right? That's what I think. That's just me, in my opinion. You might like the car company better. Said Biz, it's microchips. Yep, that's what I was talking about. That's Skiro. She talking about the microchips. Gene said he's super bullish on green energy. Sis, you got any investment ideas, Sis? Look at Sis, got the money face. I fuck with Sis, man. He funny as shit. Sis be having me laugh, man. He got one of them drops, bro. I dropped my damn, bro. I bust out laughing loud as hell in the house. People like, my kids like, what you laughing at? I'm like, dude, you gotta see this shit. How that shit go, Sis, with the girl dancing? It's I'm like, bro, this nigga's funny as shit. Damn, D be having me bust out laughing too. I'm thinking about PG&E has to expand their grid soon. What's PG&E? What's that? Tell me what's PG&E. PG&E has to expand their grid soon. What's that, Gene? Maybe you could type what the word is. PG&E. I know what a grid is. That's like the telephone wires. The grid. Utility companies. See? I knew it was. The utility companies expand their grid. I think they're going to have to go to those microgrids. With grid off of the grid. Carlos Yu, Biz, I work for a car dealership and we just added a lot of... Yo, Carlos, they don't hear me though. I told you this is one of the most powerful channels on this motherfucker, but they don't hear me though. It say, Biz, I work for a car dealership and we just added a lot for ChargePoint charging stations. Bruh, I've been on here talking about ChargePoint the whole time. And guess what? Pay attention. He said they just added a lot for ChargePoint charging stations. The whole time, the company in the market has been going down in price. ChargePoint, right? We could look ChargePoint up right quick. On some real shit. We could look ChargePoint up. The whole time, the damn company has been going down, right? ChargePoint. Gas Pacific and Electric. That's what GP&E stand for, the electric company. I knew that had something to do with the grid. So, right, I'm going to type this in and we're going to pull this up. ChargePoint, CHPT, right? He just said his car dealership just added a lot just for the charging stations, right? Let me share this screen. Pull this up. Share screen. It's a competition. ChargePoint is number one. They getting all the government contracts. ChargePoint. So we're gonna share this screen right here. Boom. See the stock? The price of the company is just going down. It's $10 right now. Let me go over here. I'm still reading the chat. Shiz taught me something. He said, don't put it on your full screen. Make sure you can still see the chat. See? He be helping me out. right? If you go to 1 day, you see it went down, but we go to 6 months. Look in the past 6 months, it's just choppy, right? That's why we ain't worried about that. We go to 1 year, choppy. We go to 5 years. Look, it's actually green in the past 5 years. It went all the way up to $46. Now it's back. It started off at $10. This is a great buying opportunity right here, in my opinion. It started off the max chart. We look at the max life of ChargePoint. It started in September. Well, we could go back further than that. Say 2019 right here. This was $9.75. So right now you getting it for the price it was right here. Had you bought right here, you would have been pissed because you got it at $46. Guess what? This was when electric vehicles was going through the roof, so the stock went through the roof. Now it's all coming back down. This is the time to start slowly buying into the company. How is the stock going down while they still expanding the business? Same as CleanSpark, same as my company, right? If we look down here, we can read news on this joint. Analysts, ChargePoint Holdings, and Blink Chargers. There you go, right here. It's got the LI Auto. These are electric vehicle companies. NIO. This one, XPeng, that's a charging station. ChargePoint Holdings and Blink Charging. Blink Charging is another competitor, right? Y Plug Power, that's another one. ChargePoint and QuantumScape stocks fell today. They talk about on a bad day for most stocks, the shares of electric vehicle related, and all of them fell. You look at it all, the 10, this is what you look at when you want to look at these companies. You read these articles, right? Why 2023 can kick off a cash frenzy in stocks. You got different articles, different things. ChargePoint Holding earnings call, right? The 14 best environmental stocks. ChargePoint is on the list. And what he just said, it's just further solidifies what I be saying. You got to worry about the future. We're not worried about today, tomorrow, right? We worried about the future. The future. California is the richest state. Facts. You got to pay too much money for Cali to live in Cali. So y'all seen that, right? Fuel cell.
I looked at it today. That was the one I was telling you about. But I already
Which one?
The one you just had up there.
Which one?
I wasn't worried about that going down. The ChargePoint.
Right, ChargePoint. Exactly. I was talking about that one too. ChargePoint. You seen what Carlos just said. He worked for a car dealership, and he's in California somewhere. And he said they just added a lot, right? A separate lot for ChargePoint charging stations. So they are building infrastructure for the charging stations. So Mom Boss, you're buying shares in the ChargePoint now while they're building out their infrastructure. What happened when their infrastructure is built out and the damn company making billions of dollars every year? What you think the share price gonna be? That's why you can still you dollar cost average, they call it in the stock world. You average a little bit of money every so often whenever you can to buy more shares. This week you might have extra money laying around. Instead of fucking buying bullshit with it, you go buy a little bit more ownership in ChargePoint. Right? Instead of going to fucking casino and blowing your money in the casino, right? You just, let me get a few more shares over here. Put this in my back pocket. That's for my kids. It goes down. You don't get mad because you didn't put all your money in there at one time. You just put a little bit at a time.
Putting our rent money, electric money in there. We putting 25 here, 50 here. If you get an extra little 100, throw it in there. But we're not telling you to invest money that you are looking for an instant return. No. Don't do that. That's not what you have to invest smart.
Invest smart. Invest sparingly. Invest your little bit of money that you have, extra money, right? Make sure your fucking lights is on. Don't you make your kids skip no meals. We ain't talking about doing that. The extra money. If you got $300 laying around, maybe put $100 into an investment, right? Something that you know or that you feel is going up. Look what Gene just said. I see gas stations putting in charging stations now. Facts. Facts. I see that all the time. You know where they putting them at? Movie theaters. They put them everywhere. Bro, in the parking garage, when I go to my Wizards games, in the parking garage, guess what? It's charging stations in there. Why? Because eventually people going to go to the basketball game and be able to charge their car in the parking garage while they at the game, right? And guess who going to make the money? The parking garage and the charging stations. And what are we doing? Sitting here watching this shit? We just going to keep watching it, right? Then in 10 years, you're going to be like, damn, I was around when they first started putting the charging stations in. And then your kids should reach up to your face and slap you. Pow! Why you didn't buy me no charging stations? Like I be wanting to do. Like, Mom, why you ain't buy no damn Amazon? My mother has passed away now, but in my brain, I be like, why she ain't buy no Amazon for me? Because she wasn't thinking. Nobody was talking on these wavelengths that we talking now. So we have to be the initiator of this. We can't allow these people to just do all of this shit around us and we have no ownership, right? The key to wealth is ownership. The key to wealth is not money. Money don't do nothing but sit there. You have to send your money out to bring more money back to you in the future.
And ownership don't actually mean it has to be in your name. That's where business credit comes in with. That's true wealth. Like,
right. Trust and all that stuff that y'all know about. See, they know about that stuff. The trust and setting up businesses and all that shit. Biz just with the investment. I stick to my lane, you know. We got Nene in the building. What's this? I think when they lift sanctions off Russia, chips will see a boom. I believe that too. Gene, that's why I'm reading on Microchip. Everything electrical would need a microchip in it. That's a fact. Microchip company is a good one. It's called what the fuck is that shit? They got them at every Tesla. Nvidia. That's a good one. But that's very expensive. It's an expensive company. May she continue to rest in power. Appreciate that. My mother had kidney failure. She it's almost like she was suffering major when she was living. So for her to be passed away is actually kind of like good. Like she don't have to suffer as much. The sad part about it, she can't see my kids grow, but that's my job, right? That's not her job. Her job was to get me where I'm at. And then now my job is to help my kids. She did her job. Right? Intel creates microchips for Apple. See, we know all of this stuff, right? We looking at the day-to-day swings in the market, and that shit just frustrates people, right? You get so mad. You're like, dude, I'm losing my money. You crying like a little baby, you know, acting like the world's gonna end. But again, I'll pull up my portfolio because I like to show so people don't think it's all peaches and cream, because it's not, right? I like to show, and here we go. I'll show you. I'm down. You can see it, my boss. All y'all can see it. This is what I do. I'm down $10,600. But if I was to choose to push sell today, I could sell and collect $8,000. But do that make sense? Do that make any sense? I invested so far almost $20,000 into this market, and I'm not mad. Let me see. If you look over here, account details, it'll show you like what I've been doing. When you see the red, that means I purchased something, right? When you see the green, that means I deposit money into the account. So as you see, I deposit 100. I bought something. I deposit another 100. Slowly, you can see the dates where I'm buying. Like on this day, I put money in there, and then I was buying, right? Bought. All of these are buys, but different times. I was trying to buy it at the lowest possible price, right? So I would buy a little bit, wait a little bit later in the day, buy a little bit more, wait a little bit later in the day, buy a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? That's what I do. And I just continuously do that. And I'm not putting a lot of money at one time. If you can see the green deposits right here, let me see. How do I make this shit go down? Let me see something. Push it down. There we go. Look, $125 I deposit. $20 I deposit. $250. I must have got a good check that week. I deposit $180. This is not $10,000 at one time. So when I look at this, I'm like, damn, I'm down 10 bands, but I didn't even see it. I didn't even see the $10,000. You know what this money would have been? This money would have been in liquor and weed and fucking cigarettes and what else? What else people like to buy? And nails and extensions and weave. That's what this money is. So this would have been in the trash anyway. Had I not put this money in here, I would have spent it on something else. Sneakers, clothes, something else. But at least I'm looking, I got $8,000. Right? That's how I'm looking at it. Right? I done saved $8,000. Let alone I'm down 10 grand. Right? So when it bounces back, I'll be up. And that's all I think about. Like, yo, when this shit come back, ooh boy. See, my average price is $2.14. That's the price of the stock right now that I'm buying. The average price I paid for each share is $4.80. So that means when this stock gets back to $4.81, I break even. So it'll be all even. It'll be back to where I started from. So anything higher than $4.80, I'm in the money. And the lower it goes and the more I buy, it can constantly brings my average price down. So I'm coming down to the money wherever the lowest is. And then once we get a reverse, it goes up. Now, if Bitcoin for some reason crash and go to zero, then I lose all this money, which it would have been lost anyway. I'd have been spending it anyway. But in my brain, I'm like, yo, this might be the next best thing. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm doing. We got Awesome Powers in the building. Hello, Biz. Just popped in to show some reports. I have some questions. Do you have any videos maxing out your Roth IRA? Yeah, your Roth IRA. No, I don't have any videos, but we could talk about that. Your Roth IRA, that's another investment. It's an investment account. Like if I look over here on my thing, they got some. I don't have it in a Roth IRA because a Roth IRA, you want to save that. That's for real saving. Like on this account, I'm ready to sell it. As soon as it blasts up, I'm ready to get out of there. And, then I'll put money into my Roth IRA. But I think like you could put a certain amount of money into a Roth IRA every year. You want to max that out. And that's non-taxable, right? They won't tax that Roth IRA. What Awesome Powers talking about. So you want to invest into your Roth IRA. That's a fact. And Webull has that as well. Right, let me see. How do you switch it to the maybe up here? Individual. You see right here where it say IRA? And I have to open one, but they have the IRA on Webull, but I didn't open it. I put all mines in a individual because I'm ready to sell this shit. Like I'm being honest. When this shit rockets, like say we get to $10, you see my average price is $4.80. If the price of these shares go to $10, even though I think it could go even higher in the future, I'm selling half. I'm double my money up. I'm selling half. And then I'll take that money, leave this rest of this in here, maybe transfer that into my Roth IRA, right? Get my money out and then look for another investment. That's what I'm doing. It's just plain and simple, right? So Webull has a Roth IRA. I could put my link to Webull and all that shit and get free stocks, but I don't care about that. I want you guys to open a brokerage. What it say? Shout out to the mods in chat. Hey, beautiful. Just talking about, I only recommend reading up on it and see if it's a stock you like. Right. I recommend everybody that before you buy anything, you do your research on it. Right. Because I don't want you to say, oh, Biz lost me money because of this, or I lost money because I just bought what I heard. No, it ain't about what you heard, about what you see. You go look, do the research, put some work in, check it out. That's your money you talking about, right? And then you put disposable cash. That way, if it does go down, you don't care. Like me, I'm sitting here looking at this. I do not care. Why? This is not my fucking bill money that's in here. I'm not waiting to pay my mortgage with this, right? This is just play around money. Like basically, and it's only play around money because I put it little by little. I just showed you my deposits, how I just deposit a little bit at a time. I don't just throw up a bunch of money. You never seen $1,000 deposit over there. You never saw that. And you won't see that. I would not be a week that I just deposit $1,000 until I get my income tax. That's when I might you might see a couple thousand dollars deposit. Because normally I get around $5,000 or $6,000 back every year for income tax. So that's when I'll be putting maybe $2,000-$3,000 in there. And then just say, fuck it. Right? What I'm going to do with the money anyway? Go buy some bullshit, right? Gene, pay attention to China and Taiwan. Taiwan is the largest chip manufacturer, so the West has to increase domestic production. See, Ashkero, she's into microchips, right? It's more than one way to skin a cat. Warren Buffett says, stick to what you know and what you have a good idea about. It's thousands of companies in the market. You don't have to have every one. You know, stick to what you know. If you don't know what to pick, then get you an index fund that follow the S&P 500. S&P 500 is the top 500 companies in America, right? So we just put the money into the S&P 500. Let that shit go. S&P 500, I think it's called a SPY, SPY. That's exactly what it's called, right? If you don't know what to buy, you don't know what industry to buy, they got like my boss, she talk about the travel, they got travel industry in the market, right? You could invest in Carnival Cruise Lines, you could invest in Disney, you could invest in all these different companies, you could just buy the index. It's like an index is like a basket of all different companies in the one index. So you don't have to worry about doing all of this shit that I'm doing. When I go reading all these articles, you could just put your money in the S&P 500 and close the door. You know what I'm saying? And let it go where it go. You betting on the top 500 companies in the world. If you don't feel like doing that much research or looking into it that much. But I tell you what, you better have ownership in something for your kids' sake, right? Your kids need you, not me. You know? The upside seems to be for sure. I put my work.
And also, Awesome Powers, we have videos, step-by-step videos on investment training. And basically people in this business that have turned their little simple 40, 50, 70,000 into 6 and 7 figures just by following these steps. And like Biz said, if you don't know where to invest, you can just invest. Hold on.
Uh-oh, she about to get the yelling. Mama ain't playing. She said, hold on. Shit.
Sorry about that, y'all. Yeah, you right, Biz. You already know. This real life up here. They need to be quiet and I'm talking business. But yes, they've turned their, that into 6 and 7 figures just by, and you can invest in like infidelity, and just like you said, the big top ones all together, which that's minimal risk, so you're not, putting all your eggs in one basket and grow it. But I would love to talk to you more about it if you want.
Right. Minimal risk, minimal reward. High risk, high reward. See, don't get it twisted. I invest risky. I'm risky doing it. That's why you see me down so much money, because I'm taking a risk, because I understand that they owe me. I need all of this money. If I was investing when I was younger, I would probably be doing more conservative, but I'm trying to hit their ass, right? I feel like they owe me. So I got the risk all the way. You see, I just betting on CleanSpark, basically. If you look at my portfolio, I'm betting on these motherfuckers. So they got to do, but guess what? It's not like casino where you betting on red or black. I'm actually doing research into the company, and I see like, yo, this company is not going out of business no time soon. And it looks like they creating a solid foundation for the future. What will mess me up is if Bitcoin just fall off the earth, right? People think Bitcoin's crashing, but I think it's not, right? I don't look at it like everybody else. I'm like, man, this shit is going up. Last year, this time, let me tell you something. Last year, this time, Bitcoin had hit like 16,000. Everybody was rejoicing because they said, oh my God. Because remember, Bitcoin was like $3,000 when the donut shop came out. It was at like 3,000. Next thing you know, it rocketed and went up to 67. Now it's at 17. People are fucking crying. And I'm like, bro, last year it was at 16,000. Y'all was doing the total opposite. Y'all was fucking rejoicing. Now that it's at 17, you fucking crying? You guys are fucking kidding me. Like, this shit was at 3,000 before then it was at $200. Right? I show you an article where they said Bitcoin was at $250 and people were crying and shit. Watch. Watch. I'll show it to you. Watch this. Bitcoin. BIT. Bitcoin is a joke. Look. See if it pops up. And I want you to read the date on this article. Right? All right, it's right there on the screen. This is November 6, 2013, right? Say Bitcoin is a joke. Bitcoin is back in the news as digital currency has surged to new all-time highs, right? In recent week. Look at what it said. A few weeks ago, it was above $100. Today, it's over $260. Right? This surge has prompted the whatever at the Washington to ask whether those who have called it a bubble are retract. I'm not actually sure if they call it a bubble, but they have spoken negatively of it. And I say that I still think it's a joke. Look at this shit. And probably in a bubble. What? It was $100. Today it's over $260. Yo, pay attention. Okay? They called it a joke at $260. I bet you anybody in this building right now would love to buy Bitcoin at $260 when it's selling at $17,000 right now. But they call it a joke. The joke is on you, you motherfucker. You didn't buy any of this shit, right? We would have bought it at 100, whether you bought it at 260, whether you bought it at 300, whether you bought it at, and it crashed and went back down to 100. Look where it's at today. This was 2013. This article came out in 2013. And they got the clown face on here. In 2013 at 5:42 p.m., they put this out. Bitcoin was trading at $260. You see it? The fastest growing asset in human history. Bitcoin. And they keep calling it a joke. And I'm telling you, I'd rather own some than not, right? You should rather own some than not. It say sponsoring the World Cup. Austin Powers, Austin Powers, salute to you. I gotta check if it's out. My boss Mayo. But I do on my channel, but I haven't had. Oh, that's my boss talking. I gotta definitely check it out. Facts. Well, you people watching football, the 49ers about to come on. You know what time it is. It's time to go watch the Niners. I appreciate this 3 hours. I didn't intend for it to be this long. I see crypto sponsoring every event. Facts on facts. Whatever money you intend to invest, automatically counted as a loss. If you put $100 in there, don't even think about it no more. This money is gone. It's over with, right? It's already at zero. That way, when you fucking look and it's down, you ain't even mad. Whatever you invest, automatically think it's at zero. That way, you're not even mad when it goes down. And you just continue to buy more, a little bit at a time, not a lot. Little bit over time, slowly over time. You want to buy more on red days. Don't buy on green days, okay? When the shit start taking off, that's the wrong time to be buying, man. You want to buy it when it's low. You reap the benefits. I hope something I said helped someone today. I'm sure it did, right? I'm sure it did. We're going to grow this community, Miss Mom Boss. We're going to grow this community, and hopefully we could get more people just to understand finances and financial literacy and stuff. With the combination of everybody that's involved, you know, we could get this thing going. We could have Ashkero, we could have Juicy Fruit, we could have Mom Boss, we could have me, we could have a bunch of different people that want to talk about this. Gene, he talking about stuff. You know, we could get David Johnson. I heard him talking about some investing. We could get a community going to where we could really help people and make a change on people's life for their kids, right? I ain't worried about you so much as I'm worried about your children. Because Whitney Houston said she believed the children are the future, and I know they're the future.
Well, thank you for having me on this. And
man, boss, you know you could come up here. You know, it's all business.
Yep, all business. But yeah, I'm about to get ready to go to the grocery store.
I hope you got that T-shirt for real, though.
I do. That's it.
That's funny, man. You done took a negative and turned it to a positive.
Oh yeah, I got scammed. I got so many. Man, for real, I got all kind of shirts. Y'all be amazed. And it all came from the negativity. Like, okay, thank you for the inspiration.
Yep.
But yeah, I'm about to go to the grocery store.
All right, Miss Mom Boss, I'm about to turn this off and I'm about to turn on the football game. And I appreciate all of y'all. We could pull up every week, how y'all want to do it. You know what I'm saying? I definitely will be back on here on Wednesday about this damn rate hike thing. I gotta let you guys see that shit because hopefully you guys pay attention, but I'm gonna make sure you pay attention because I'm coming back and I'm gonna talk about it on Wednesday, whether I'm at work or not. We're gonna have a live about that. So I appreciate everybody for pulling up. We about to really end it this time. Salute to everybody. Salute to Mom Boss. Salute to Kwame Brown. Salute to Sis. Salute to Meal Ticket. Salute to Ears to the Street. Salute to Sister T. Salute to DMD. Salute to everybody, man. Salute to Mr. Fair Use. All of y'all, man. Mom Boss and Mr. Fair Use. They gonna have a little working out to do, but they'll figure it out. You know, Mom Boss, Mr. Fair Use, he invests as well. He invests in cryptocurrency as well. So you guys maybe find some solid ground in y'all talk, but I ain't in that. You know what I'm saying? Salute to everybody. You heard?
Right. That's a whole nother subject. We're gonna leave
Yeah, I know. Maybe one day y'all can, figure something out.
49ers win only because my neighbor played for them. But other than that, it's Titans all day, win, lose, or draw. Bye.
Well, all right. I appreciate everybody that pulled up today, and we out. Salute.